Hey everybody, welcome to Henry's 16th Street Tavern. We're getting ready for the broadcast here, and we're going to wait for a few more people to jump on here in the broadcast before we start in earnest. But we're going to be watching the Broncos and the Ravens here with you, live, side-by-side, play-by-play companion with you here at Henry's 16th Street Tavern. Best deal in downtown Denver is the fact that you can get $5 mimosas and $5 Bloody Marys here at Henry's 16th Street Tavern all day long. They have drink specials all day long. They've got all kinds of stuff going on out here at Henry's Tavern. Great American Beer Festival is this weekend, so of course they got all kinds of great beers. So if you're in town, if you're in the area, you want to watch the Broncos game, this is the best place to do it. My wife is also here, which she may be doing some camera work for us today. In fact, could you pan the camera for us really quickly? Could you all you got to do is just turn the camera so that everybody can see what's going on around the bar. You can see behind us the beautiful Henry's Tavern logo, but you can also see around the beautiful bar. Plenty of seats. It's early in the morning, so people haven't quite started wanting to just get hammered drunk yet. So there's not a lot of people yet. But look, it's early. Plenty of seats. Plenty of opportunities for you to come down to Henry's 16th Street Tavern. Okay, yeah, let's put this. Just point it right at the Henry's Tavern logo there. Yeah, there we go. See, my wife is fantastic. She is a great camera person. I've always said that. She gets mad at me when I don't take good pictures, which is always, apparently. I have not taken a picture. I've never taken a picture of her that she likes. It's true, ever. 0 for a million. I've taken a lot of pictures. Okay, all right, we've got Broncos and Ravens out here at Henry's 16th Street Tavern. I think this should be a pretty good game. I'm thinking that this is going to be one of those 2017 type of games. The Broncos feel like the most 2017 team in the league, to be honest with you. The quarterback's not very good, but the rest of their offense is. And then their defense is kind of feast or famine, because if Von Miller is involved a lot, then you're going to have a good day. If you're not hearing Von Miller's name a lot, it's probably not going to be a great day because your secondary is awful. Looks like it's a little rainy in Baltimore, so that's going to be a factor for sure. Right now, they're just giving you some highlights on the Vance Joseph-John Harbaugh matchup. I don't know. I think if this team wins, it's going to be really – I don't know how much I can give Vance Joseph credit for winning with this team. I think that you can give them some credit. I think you can give Vance Joseph some credit for getting better than he was a season ago, which they clearly are. But I would not say that if they make the playoffs this year, I'm not going to look at it and say, look, Vance Joseph was the reason why. If they make the postseason this year, it's because Case Keenum figured it out and they ran the damn ball a lot. All right, kickoff here is underway, and we got football. Week number 3 is underway. Great play to start off. Broncos immediately get on the ball. No good return. They're going to be starting at about the 16, 17-yard line. So really good start there for the Broncos special teams unit. We got some commenters in the house. What's up, guys? Please share this feed with your friends. Let them know if you come out here to Henry's Tavern, download our coupon, the appetizer coupon, come in, and then just show it to your server, and you'll get a free appetizer just for coming in and using that coupon. Another really good first play for the Broncos. Baltimore runs the ball, and they don't really get anything off of that. Alex Collins gets about a 2-yard gain, so it'll be 2nd and 8 to start the game here. G's in the house. What's up, G? Also, Craig Christensen in. I got to start calling you Triple C, man. I don't know if people are happy with Cracker Craig as your nickname. Let's see here. Eric is in the house. What's up, Eric? And that is a sack. And it looks like, who is that? Bradley Chubb getting in on it. 8th sack this season. That is tied for 3rd most in the NFL. And Bradley Chubb gets his first full sack of his career. Man, he just rocked Joe Flacco. That was impressive. Good Good pressure from both directions. And Bradley Chubb comes away with his first sack as a Bronco. He had half a sack a couple weeks ago, which, you know, half a sack's half a sack. But that was all Chubb right there. Ooh, what was that? They're going to call it, they're going to say incomplete, 4th and 13. Boy, Chris Harris almost took, or maybe that was Justin Simmons, almost took the receiver's head off there. Oh, yeah, he was beat, but the safety help there over the top. Darian Stewart almost took his head off, but he was out of bounds. So that's not really, that's kind of on the Ravens. You got to keep your feet in bounds. I think that they might have gotten 15 more yards on that play if that was a completion. Oh, blocked punt! Blocked punt! And Baltimore takes it out at the 6. This game could not have started better for the Broncos. Blocked punt right out of the gate. Excellent. Excellent job there by the by the special teams. Special teams this year has been night and day from last year. Excellent block there. And yes, very this game, it could not. You got a sack, pass deflection, great special teams, 2 great special teams plays to start the game there for the Broncos. And things are looking good so far, guys, for Denver. Case Keenum, this is the shortest field he's ever had to work with in his life. 6 yards. It's 1st and goal. I'm sure he would love it if every drive started like this. All they got to do is get into the end zone. Royce Freeman, and that's easy. Very, very easy. Touchdown Broncos. Royce Freeman right out of the gate, man. 6-0. 13:29 into the game. Very, very fast work there. Took him 1 play. I mean, like, you're living in heaven right now. Nothing has gone wrong for the Broncos so far. Everything has gone perfectly. They haven't gotten a turnover, but that's as good as a turnover. That's better than a turnover because your field position was so good. There you go. Royce Freeman waltzing into the end zone, and it is 6-0 Broncos. All right, guys, give us your comments. I'll continue to read them on the air here. It is now 7-0. Denver leads. Flacco got sacked. Yes, Craig saying, all good, Mr. T. John saying, hell yeah. Eric, slippery day, blocked punt. My wife is watching, even though she's right next to me. She's just sitting just off camera, just right over here. And she's watching. Let's see here. 43 blocked punt, first goal on 6-yard line. Let's see here. Yeah, guys, that was way too easy here. I want to remind you guys that you can come here to Henry's Tavern, and if you show them our Phantom coupon, you can get a free appetizer while you're here. Also, you get $5 mimosas and $5 Bloody Marys. Both excellent selections here. I will tell you, if you're trying to get drink specials anywhere in town, they're not better than they are at Henry's Tavern. This is the best place for drink specials in the city. They've got something going every single day. Happy hours all day long on Saturdays and Sundays. So anytime you're watching an NFL game, and they've got all the NFL games on right now. Chiefs and Niners is also up on the screen right now. So we'll see how the Patrick Mahomes saga continues. But as you can see here, I'm just going to show you guys what this is looking like all around the bar here. You've got all kinds of televisions to watch the games on. We've got all the early games on right now, and you'll be able to see whatever you want. Whatever game it is, it'll be on at Henry's Tavern. So definitely come on, swing by, and we're gonna be giving away some prizes and things like that to people who show up. Specials, maybe some free drinks. I think we're also working on some shirts for you guys as well. Andy Cayuse, who's done a lot of stuff for Phantom, just generally been a really good supportive fan here. He's actually designed shirts for all of our daily shows. So if you haven't checked out the daily shows yet, you need to check out the Flyover, especially if you're a big Pat Mahomes guy. Joshua Briscoe's show should just be renamed. Instead of the Flyover, it should be named Mahal of Fame. Pat Mahal of Fame. That's what his show should be renamed for the rest of the season. because that's all he ever talks about is Patrick Mahomes and how he's the greatest player ever. Two games into his career. And then, of course, you got to check out Showtime if you're a Cowboys fan. Cowboys they're 1-1. It's been a little bit of a rough start, I think, for the Cowboys. I don't know if you're being totally honest with yourself, Cowboys fans, you would acknowledge that this has not been the best season. This has not been the best season for the Cowboys. All right, Baltimore here. Oh, and they're getting a good return here. Much better than their first one. They get that one out to about the 35, it looks like. So good return there for the Ravens. There is a flag on the play, though. Let's see what that is. Let's see here. Okay, 13-23, first quarter, flag on the play. Sorry, there's a flag. It's getting in my face here. Oh, they're going to call it on the Broncos. Unnecessary roughness, personal foul. It's on Will Parks. Looks like they're going to call Will Parks for hitting the returner out of bounds. No, they're calling it on Yadam. They're calling it on Yadam. That's a very surprising play there. I did not think that was unnecessary. I didn't look at that. That did not look like a dirty play to me. My wife, Melanie, says, come meet Robo-Man. We have a guy here who's dressed up like a robot. And there we go. There you go. Yeah, come meet Robo-Man. He's here. He's a very delightful person. He's very delightful. He hangs out here around the 16th Street Mall. It's kind of a staple here. Everybody seems to really, really enjoy his company. All right, they're showing replays of the blocked punt. I thought that was a really great play, and if there's anything that can mark a turnaround for a team from one season to the next, it's good special teams play. Wide open in the middle of the field, Joe Flacco gets his tight end who hurdles a defender. That's a 35-yard gain there. And once again, Andrews there on the reception from Flacco. Once again, how do you lose the tight end? Brandon Marshall was just sitting around looking for where he was at. He lost his guy. It's Brandon. He's 10 yards downfield. That's where he was. Brandon Marshall was holding his hands up, just be like, I don't know where he is. Oh, he's behind me with the ball. Okay, all right. So this is now not good. They're on the 15-yard line. Alex Collins there bounces it outside. He's going to get about 4 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 6. There's a flag on the play. That one's probably coming back. That looks like either false start, illegal formation. Let's see what we got here. Illegal use of hands to the face on the defense. And what started off as a really good start to the game. Todd Davis now getting called for illegal hands to the face. And let's see here. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Just a shove right up into his chin. Yeah, you can't do that. So that's a penalty. And Denver gives up a first down. Let's see here. Giants versus Texans. Where? They're here. I'm sure it's on. Let's see here. Flacco out of the pistol. And patiently with time, he got really close. That's going to be marked at the 1. Shaq Barrett corrals him out of bounds. And it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 1. Denver still does lead 7-0, but that could have very easily have been a touchdown. If he gets extension there, that's a touchdown. So Shaq Barrett, once again, who you can listen to every morning on my morning show on Mile High Sports, 1340 a.m. He joins us every Tuesday. I think he deserves more playing time. Saved a touchdown there because he's great. And there we go. Play whistle dead. And that's going to be a false start. False start on the offense. So they're going to be going backwards now. Guys, share this feed. We'll get to your comments. Craig's talking about the false start. JJ's asking where the Giants versus Texans is. It's on here if you ask for it. It is? Okay, so it's on behind us. It's on back there. Oh, I see it. Yeah. Okay, so it is on here at Henry's Tavern. And we're taking a look now. It is second and goal from the 6. Alex Collins gets the handoff again. That's a touchdown. Very easy touchdown there for Alex Collins. And the Ravens have tied up, or they're a point away from tying the game up here. And looks like we could have a shootout on our hands based off of the early goings, but the defenses haven't done much work. Obviously, the Broncos defense hasn't needed to do very much. They did their job that first series. Second series, not so much. Giving up a touchdown, that big play to Andrews, the tight end, you cannot have that happen. And now here we are, 7-7, or we're a point away from 7-7. And the Broncos have to regroup here. We didn't really, only one play on offense. Now we're going to actually get to see the offense do some work here. We'll find out whether or not Case Keenum can protect the ball a little bit. But it looks like they're going to be in a dogfight here with the Baltimore Ravens. It is 7-7 as we go into our second commercial break. All right, guys, as I mentioned before, if you want to come out here, watch the game. Great American Beer Festival's going on this weekend out here in Denver. So a lot of people out here having a great time. If you want to be a part of the action, come to Henry's 16th Street Tavern, downtown Denver on the 16th Street Mall in Welton. A lot of great characters around here that you can come here and enjoy the game with, have fun with. Fans of all types. I think I've seen some Eagles fans. There's a Chiefs fan here. I don't know why he's here. I think they may just refuse to take his money. No, I'm kidding. Come on in to Henry 16th Street Tavern. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what color clothing you're wearing. You are welcome here. We do have some Eagles fans here. They're excited. Their game is on at the back of the bar. Any game that's on right now that you want to watch, you can watch here at Henry 16th Street Tavern. They got the sound on, so you can enjoy the play-by-play of the game here. And as I mentioned, we've got a special coupon, free appetizer, on our page. So just go to Phantom on Facebook. Obviously, you guys are watching us. If you're not watching us on the Phantom page, go to the Phantom page. And all you got to do is just show it to them on your phone. Just show them the coupon on your phone, and you can get a free appetizer just by going to facebook.com/watchphantom and showing them your coupon. You can get a free appetizer. As I mentioned, $5 mimosas and Bloody Marys. You can get a Bloody Mary for just $5, mimosa for just $5 as well. Make sure to tell them that you heard about us on or heard about them on Phantom, and you'll definitely get the hookup here. Also want to give a shout-out to Tom Gibson, the GM here. Tom does a phenomenal job. He's taking the day off. Yesterday was pretty stressful for him because not only was the Great American Beer Festival going on, but he was watching his Oklahoma Sooners almost lose to Army. And I was texting back and forth with him last night. He was a little stressed out. And then the second that they intercepted the ball in overtime, he was like, never in doubt. It was never in doubt. Of course they were always going to win. Let's see here. Yetzel, I hope I'm saying that right. Yetzel Mars. What's up, Yetzel? That is the most amazing name I've ever seen on Facebook. Yetzel. Do you get a lot of people asking you if you're a fake account? And I'm not saying that it's not a common name. So I'm just saying. Mars also. Very interesting last name. Thank you very much for watching. I love you. All right. Baltimore kicks off to Denver. And we got a touchback here, so no return for Philip Lindsay. Philip Lindsay's been fantastic so far. I have thought that Philip Lindsay is one of the bright spots on the team since they brought him on. Crazy he did not get drafted. I mean, if we're being totally honest, it's kind of irresponsible that he didn't get drafted. How did so many people miss on Philip Lindsay? How? How do you miss on Philip Lindsay? I'm glad, I guess. For Broncos fans, you have to be happy that everybody missed on Philip Lindsay because he's on your team now. But it's amazing to me just watching him run. Every once in a while, somebody slips through the cracks. It just seems kind of odd that somebody who went to a Power 5 school in Colorado got just looked over like that. That would not have happened 30 years ago. Let's see here. Case Keenum starting from his own 30-yard line. 1st and 10. You got Demaryius Thomas in motion. And Royce, they go right back to Royce Freeman. He gets nothing. Stopped for a loss there. So first drive ended in a touchdown on the first play. Second drive dropped 2 yards for a loss. Eric saying, hey, G, what's the story on Earl? Is he playing today or what? I heard he was, then wasn't. Heard he decided to sit down in the middle of warm-ups, so what's up? You guys want to know what's going on with Earl Thomas? That's who you're asking about? Yeah, touchdown Ravens, yes. It's 7-7 right now. It's 2nd and 12 here. And Demaryius Thomas in motion once again. And this time they give it off to Philip Lindsay, who gets 1 of the 2 yards back, so it'll be 3rd and 11. I'm okay with them running the ball this much. The fact that they haven't thrown the ball yet, I'm totally okay with. They're about to, but I'm okay with the limited amount of throws that we've seen so far. 3rd down conversion is tied for 7th in the NFL, 42.9%. That's pretty good. You would like to see it it's in the top 10. As long as you're in the top 10 this early in the season, you're doing pretty well. All right, let's see here. 3rd and 11. This is the first real test of the game for the Broncos. And there it is, right to Cortland Sutton for the first down and more. That's a first down, gain of 16 there by Sutton. Great job there from Sutton, and they get a first down. And now they're going hurry up. Do you guys like the hurry up look? I've seen them do this a couple of times. It's becoming a little bit more prevalent in the NFL to see them do this, but usually you do it with somebody like, Aaron Rodgers and not Case Keenum. They tried to run the screen. That was snuck out very quickly. And now they're trying to determine whether or not that was grounding. Looked like Philip Lindsay was in the vicinity of that throw. Yeah, he couldn't get it there because the the pass rush got there first. Let's see here. Joel says, seeing the Tavern makes me want to go have a beer, but it's only 10:20. I know. Go have a beer at the Tavern. Please. Please, Joel. Jena should be on her way. Jena should be here shortly. She was having a little bit of some trouble on the highway. She got a flat tire. So we'll see when she shows up. She'll be here eventually, I think. Things are pretty crazy, though, at this time of day, just in general on the roads. All right, 3rd and 6 here. Philip Lindsay coming out of the game after that 4-yard gain. And 5 wide here. 5 wide look. They're not even pretending that they're going to run the ball. Got it out, and that's a first down. First down there. Devontae Booker shows there's a reason why he's on the roster. Good for Devontae Booker. Finally getting a good look there. Devontae. Let's see. Eric says, I would have said it would happen after this game from the start. You guys are just talking about the Cowboys right now. Craig is saying, drink them if you got them. Yeah, absolutely. That's a good sentiment to have. All righty, let's see here. 2nd and 6. Keenum drops back, and it looks like he's going to run for it. Gets back for no gain, kind of hesitated there. He needed to make a choice sooner than that. He had some room to run. If he had taken off sooner, he probably would have picked up 3, 4, maybe even a first down there. Flag on the play. Looks like it might be in the vicinity of holding. Defensive holding. Yep. There we go. Defensive holding. And so there you go. Baltimore is giving the Broncos a lot of. Here's Jena. She just showed up. Where were you at? You went back there? Okay.
I did not see.
All right. Jena has showed up.
Okay.
She's here. Everybody was asking about you.
Well,
did you see the comments?
I haven't seen them. I was trying to share the video, so I haven't checked out the comments yet.
Well, thanks for sharing the video, Jenna. I appreciate that.
Yeah, just driving, sharing the video, breaking down. None of you guys came to help me on the highway.
We didn't. Nope.
Nobody.
Nope. We were already here.
Lots of comments.
Yep.
No help on the highway.
That's right.
It's not fun.
Okay. All right. 1st and 10 after the hold. You got the sweep play, and it's going to go for big yards. Emmanuel Sanders. Emmanuel Sanders into the end zone. And that's a touchdown off the sweep. Touchdown Broncos. 13-7. And this has been offensive fireworks the first quarter so far. We're not even halfway through. And Denver has a 13-7 lead. Look at this. Emmanuel Sanders on the end around. Plenty of space. Well-designed play. And then an excellent block there by Andy Janovich at the end of the play to get Emmanuel Sanders into the end zone. Jano. That's why you need 22 Janos. Right there.
How's Keenum doing?
Keenum, well, he hasn't been asked to do very much. So
He's been running the ball?
He has not thrown the ball downfield yet.
All right.
He had one throw that was an intermediate throw to Cortland Sutton that went for a first down. But other than that.
How's Cortland's hands?
They look good.
Better
they look
than
good.
Last week?
Everybody, Eric is saying nice reverse. Craig, touchdown Broncos. Eric, Bronco TD. Joel, boom. That's all Joel. That's all you need to say, Joel, is boom.
Boom.
By the way, guys, comment on the Phantom feed if you want to get your comments on the air. Comment on the Phantom feed. I know that we have a lot of feeds out there. The one that we focus in on the most is our Phantom Facebook feed. So we'll look around to some of the other ones on Periscope and on Twitch as well throughout the day. But for the most part, what we're going to be looking at is our Facebook feed. So just keep that.
And then when people share the video,
mind.
like last week I noticed we missed some comments because they were commenting on the video I had shared on my page and instead of commenting on like Phantom's thread. So that was complicated.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where we missed
Gotcha.
certain comments.
Yes. That happens every once in a while.
Yeah.
Oh, he's trying to get the. Can you help him out and find the coupon?
Help him.
All right, Jenna is going to go help somebody out with the coupon. We've got a lot of people here, obviously from all fan bases. So even if you're not a Broncos fan, if you're in Denver, you can come here to Henry's Tavern. It's a safe space for all NFL fans. So just keep that in mind. Let's see here. Looking through all these different feeds, we're trying to make sure we can get everybody's comments on who wants to have their comments heard. Let's see here. I always forget about Twitch, and we got a really great, strong audience on Twitch. You guys are awesome on Twitch, so I'm really happy that we can still do stuff on Twitch. Yeah, see, we got a good audience here on Twitch. And I also know all the Denver Broncos pages, Orange Weekly. If you're looking for pregame, halftime, and postgame stuff, Kevin does a great job on Orange Weekly with our pre and then halftime and postgame stuff. So make sure you check out Orange Weekly for all of that. And certainly, we're going to have Kevin on the show on Monday, get his thoughts. So make sure you check out noon o'clock on Monday. We'll talk to Kevin, get his thoughts on the game. So far, so good, though. For the Broncos, 14-7 is the score. Let's go ahead and update that. 14-7 the score. And we got ourselves a little bit of a shootout here. So very, very nice. Don't forget also, too, here at Henry's Tavern, $5 Bloody Marys and $5 mimosas.
I need one of those.
I could use a cider.
Do you want to just give me a list of tasks prior to me putting back my headset back on and sitting down? You could use a cider.
Yeah, I think we want some mimosas. I think we want just mimosas.
Mimosas, not cider. You know that, right?
Right, I do know that. Yes,
Well, you just-
3. I know. I'm changing my mind here on the fly.
Okay.
Well, 3 mimosas. I think that's what we need here.
Definitely. I'm going to get a Bloody Mary, I think.
You're gonna get a Bloody Mary.
A Bloody Maria. That's tequila instead of vodka.
Do they do Bloody Maritas?
What's a Marita?
You said Marita.
I said Maria.
Bloody Maria.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought you were combining margarita and Bloody Mary, and it's a Bloody Marita.
You saved your ass right there because that was embarrassing Spanish.
Oh, well, yes. I will embarrass myself
No, it's okay.
Many a times.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to get a Bloody Maria.
Okay.
You want mimosa?
Mimosa, and then
Melanie
my wife,
wants mimosa.
she wants a mimosa as well.
I know, we haven't got even a chance to meet. I haven't done anything except for change a car tire on the highway this morning. It was awful.
Good job. Good job.
I'm very sweaty.
It's a life skill.
Sorry you have to sit by me.
That's a life skill that you need.
Oh, yeah, I've never done it because my dad always has taken care of that. Or I've had a boyfriend to do it. And
no boyfriend right now?
I had to do
I
it
thought you had
myself.
a boyfriend.
Oh, I do.
He wasn't there?
Not available.
Not available.
N.A.
Was he pitching or?
I'm going to go get drinks now.
Okay. We'll talk about the Rockies later. We'll talk about the Rockies. If you guys have Rockies takes for Jena, because she went from begging to talk about the Rockies to not wanting to talk about the Rockies at all. I wonder what changed. All right, 14-7, 2nd and 5 here. Alex Collins is getting way more involved for the Ravens so far, and I don't like that from a Broncos perspective, but from a Ravens perspective, the fact that they haven't used him that much this year is kind of ridiculous. That's a completion and a first down. Where are they putting him? Okay, all right, yeah, they did mark that a first down. Let's see. This is the struggle I think a lot of Broncos fans are having right now with this team is that this secondary is not that good, and we're not used to seeing that in Denver because they've been so good in the secondary for like 3 or 4 years. But man, their secondary has been straight up bad this year. Their pass rush has been great. You saw Bradley Chubb get involved. Von Miller and Bradley Chubb. If you can get those two guys going, you're going to feel really, really good about your pass rush. But that secondary has not looked good through 3 games. And once again, there's another completion, and the ball is out. Are they going to call that an incompletion, or are they going to call that a fumble recovery? They're going to mark it incomplete. Okay, all right, incompletion there. That is a good defensive play there by the back. It looked like Chris Harris got his hand in there and ripped the ball free. Good play there. And Janovich, yeah, people are talking about Janovich. That was a great block on the touchdown there by Janovich. Craig is saying shots every time the Broncos score. Hey, Jena can do your shots. If Jena does the shots, I'm fine with that. I don't know if I can do I might die if I did that many shots. I'm expecting the Broncos to score quite a bit. They've already scored twice. Flacco almost gets sacked, and that's an incompletion there. Great defense there. You can hear the claps there here at Henry's Tavern from all the Broncos fans. And Bradley Chubb putting a lot of pressure there. Chubb has had a great day there against the left tackle so far. Affected that throw. Flacco couldn't set his feet, and he got a little bit of a push though there. So far, Bradley Chubb has been on 2 plays here in a great way. Chubb's having himself a breakout game here so far in the first quarter. Sack, and then he affected that throw. They've done a decent job on Von Miller, though, I will say, to this point in the game. They brought pressure there, and Flacco held in there. Completion, and that is going to be a 4th and short. They're going to mark that just a yard shy, and so they're going to come out here and punt the ball away. Good stop there by the Broncos. They're going to get the ball back. Crabtree thought he was close to a first down, caught the ball, and was just pushed right out of bounds. Yeah. Good spot there on the ball by the official. And look, that I don't think that you could call that good defense on that drive from the secondary. Oh, they're coming in for a field goal. Okay, yeah, they're further down the field. So field goal, and that field goal right down the middle. And that is going to make it 14-10 Broncos lead here. 14-10 Broncos lead. And let's see here. Bringing up the score. Change that. 14-10. And now we got a 14-10 score. Broncos-Ravens. All right, guys. Into a commercial break. What are your thoughts? What else we got going on around the league? We got the Chiefs leading. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. They're still mating your oh. Thank you, Robo Mike.
That's right, me. Out on America's Got Talent right there.
Oh, that's you.
Yep, with Michael Jackson.
Oh, that's.
And then when the Broncos saw that,
I can tell.
They made me the first in the history of the world, college, high school, or pro. I was a robot mascot for the Broncos.
Okay. That's awesome.
Broncotron.
Broncotron. That's
So,
a good name.
I'm going to try and go do one of
Broncotron.
the games again because the fans liked it.
Sure. Hey, why don't we put you on camera here?
I was trying to
There
do
we
that.
go. This is
Robo
Robo Mike.
80,000 people. Broncotron.
Oh, dang.
There's
Orange
Broncotron.
robot. Yeah, orange robots.
He was showing us a video of him on America's Got Talent just a second ago. Oh, so you had the orange,
Yeah,
you had the orange
Broncotron.
hair. Did you dye your hair that
Nope, I
color?
bought it that way.
Okay, all right.
Greedy earthly.
That's pretty good.
Social media. We are the future. We are the future.
That's right.
Very nice. Very nice. Hey, at halftime we should have you on.
Of course, I support all Colorado. Anything you want.
Okay, awesome.
promise.
All right, halftime. Our halftime show will include
Broncotron.
Broncotron.
And, you know, he's the 7th. He made the top 10 attractions for Denver. Number 7.
He's the 7th most interesting thing in Denver.
Apparently.
I can believe that.
Yeah.
I can believe that. G is saying, when we win today, are you still not going to give us credit, TJ? He's talking about the Cowboys.
Oh.
I'm okay with giving the Cowboys credit if they're good. I haven't seen them play good yet.
Play well?
No, good. It's good.
All right.
They haven't played good yet. So that's cool. So we met Robo Mike.
Robo Mike is...
Broncotron.
Yeah. He said that when the Broncos won the Super Bowl last, that 9 News called him and had him make fun of Tom Brady.
Here, let's scoot you over a little bit. We got to square
way?
things up here. Square things up here in the camera.
Oh.
You always do this, where you get right in the middle of the screen.
It. You set my chair there. Where do you want
You
it?
always
This
get-
way or
no,
that way?
Go that way. Go that
Oh
way.
my gosh. You guys
You
saw.
do. You
I
always
showed
get-
up here, I sat down, and now I put myself in the middle of the screen.
Okay, so you haven't really had a chance to watch any football yet. So you don't even
I
know
have
what's
not.
going on in the game.
I have not. I did see there was a fumble just now.
Mm-hmm.
I did
A
meet a lot
fumble.
of nice people.
Was there a fumble?
Here.
I don't think there was a fumble. There was a field goal. And then now the Broncos are
Maybe
starting
it was
off.
the other game then.
First and 10 from the 21. Offset I formation, and there goes Royce Freeman. Looks like Freeman's going to have a good day today. He gets a first down and a lot more. That's a 16-yard gain there for Royce Freeman. Look, I thought, given the fact that Philip Lindsay has gotten so much attention to this point, I figured that Royce Freeman was due for a breakout game at some point. And this will probably be it. He's running a lot better against this defense than Lindsay is. And I think, a lot of it's going to be matchup specific, but you got to run. You got to be able to run up and then out. You can't run out and then up. And Philip Lindsay isn't hit the corner and then cut up field guy. Mm-hmm. Royce Freeman needs to get past the offensive and defensive lines and then cut out and then bounce it outside. Let's see.
How many carries?
Eric is saying, don't count on me giving the Cowboys credit if they win today. If they win convincingly, they look really, really good.
Wait a second. Eric who? Because there's an Eric who watches a lot of our shows, and he has a Cowboys logo as his.
Yeah, that's
him?
Yeah, that's the Eric.
So, are you not a Cowboys fan, Eric?
He's a Phantom fan first, though. So
whoa.
That's right.
How do you know Eric?
I don't know. Other than that, he's a lovely
fan
Cowboys
first?
fan. Yeah, he's a lovely fan of our programming and of the Cowboys as well. And look, hey, if I'm wrong about the Cowboys, I will do. If they make the playoffs, I will do a jig. I'll do a little dance in a cowboy hat.
That's like not a good bet. That's terrible.
That's a bad bet.
You will do a jig. If we give you a couple more mimosas, you'll do a jig.
That's true.
So that's not a good bet. If the Cowboys make the playoffs, you should shave your head.
I should shave my head?
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry.
No.
To your wife, because she would have to look at that. But
if I
that would actually be a good bet, though. You're gonna do a dance if they make the playoffs. Like nobody cares.
All right, it's 3rd and 2.
If you do a dance, I mean.
Keenum puts Hireman in motion. Hireman in there to block. Oh, and he's going to get rocked. He's going down, and that's going to have to result in a punt. Mm-hmm. There you go. Case Keenum gets sacked on the play, and the right tackle position there. I mean, he just ran free. Let's watch a replay on this. That was not good blocking.
Yeah. It's raining out there. You can't see the rain on the regular screen, but they just...
Eric is saying she's still
raining.
kind of in the middle. See, you're still kind of in the middle.
I'm in the middle? Eric,
Yeah, look at how this is framed up.
He set up the camera. You set everything up.
You got to go back. Go
Why don't
that
you
direction.
scoot over? There's plenty of space.
Go that direction.
I'm literally not trying to be in the middle.
Right, but you got to scoot over more.
Oh, my gosh.
You got to scoot over more.
Eric wants me in the middle. Don't you remember last week? He said I should be in the middle of the frame. Thank you very much.
There we go. There we go. She is obsessed with being in the middle of the screen.
Who said I'm obsessed?
All right, Eric saying I'm a football fan first. Doesn't matter who's playing. Dallas fan second. I love that, Eric. I'm the same way.
No,
I love football more than I love any individual team. I can watch any football game. It doesn't matter. That's my wife. Last night we were watching college football, and she's like, this game's not interesting. Why are you watching this? And I said, well, it's the most interesting game on. And then we just kept switching back and forth until finally it was time to go to bed. And then, but I can watch anyone. I like that Stanford-Oregon game last night was fantastic. Loved that game.
It should have been a touchdown.
What should have been a touchdown?
The Stanford-Oregon game. They miscalled that touchdown for Oregon.
Oh. But it doesn't matter. I mean, Stanford
I was watching Air Force, Utah.
You were watching your Oklahoma?
No, it was Utah.
No.
Utah State.
Oh, Air Force, Utah. I'm sorry. I was thinking of Army, Oklahoma. Because that was...
See, because Air Force is a local team. Here's one thing about TJ. You're right. He does love football more than anything. But he never supports the home team where he's living.
I support the home team.
No, you don't. You never support the Broncos. You never support the Rockies. Only if they're winning.
It's 2nd and 8. And Flacco. First down. That one goes to John Brown. That is not the guy you want to see get loose because he is so fast. He was great. I thought underrated in Arizona, and now, the Ravens have Crabtree and Brown. A lot of people aren't giving those guys credit. I think that they deserve a lot more credit. Into the first quarter here, 14-10 is the score. And at the end of the first quarter, Jena, I'm going to give you an opportunity to talk here.
About the Rockies?
Yeah, go ahead.
Or to talk about football?
Anything. What do you want to talk about?
Oh, gosh,
first quarter's over with. What do you want to talk
about Mark Cuban. I want to talk about the Rockies. I want to talk about I made a bet with my followers on Instagram. They said a lot of my followers think that the New York Yankees will win the World Series this year. I do not think that.
The Yankees?
Yeah, the Yankees.
Yankees are good.
The Yankees are okay. The Red Sox are phenomenal. They will not get past the Red Sox.
It's true. But, see, here's the thing. Here's the thing that changes. The Red Sox are a tremendous regular season team.
No, the Red Sox are a tremendous postseason team as well.
How do you know that?
They're going to be fantastic.
They haven't been in the postseason.
Yes, they have been in the postseason.
not this Red Sox
team. Because the postseason hasn't come yet.
That's my point.
They'll be fine. They'll be
and they
fantastic.
weren't in there last year. They weren't in the postseason last year.
They have J.D. Martinez. He will lead the way.
Just J.D. Martinez? That's the.
Well, he should really be the face of the whole thing.
J.D. Martinez is not the reason why they're good. I mean, he's good. He's part of it, but he's not the reason.
The team as a whole is good. But I did make a bet with them that I would not shave my head, but I would cut off my hair that took me a long time to grow. I would have to cut it to a mom bob.
You and my wife would have some very interesting conversations about hair growth.
It is a hard thing to grow hair. It is not easy. After here, it doesn't really grow the same. It takes a long time.
Is that true? She said once you get to a certain length,
it's harder to grow.
It's harder to grow. Yeah.
Yeah.
My hair's been this length for over a year.
Yeah. It's really long though. You have beautiful hair.
TJ.
I'm over here hitting on my wife.
Yeah, you guys can go have a date if you want. Why didn't you put her on while I was gone?
I told she didn't want to come on. I tried to.
Oh, you don't have to know sports when you're on with TJ. He pretty much just bullshits the whole time.
She gets that all the time.
Yeah.
Why is CBS remaking Murphy Brown? Why can't we come up with a new show?
What's Murphy Brown?
Murphy Brown?
Is it an old thing?
It's not. It is an old thing. Yes, it's an old thing. They're turning back into a new thing. They did
right.
it with Magnum P.I., Murphy Brown. It's like Les Moonves got obsessed with remaking 80s, 90s shows.
They're
Les
hip
Moonves
again.
is the former president of CBS. He got popped for the sexual something to do with him not being nice to ladies.
Which is a great segue to Mark Cuban.
What happened with Mark Cuban?
The NBA is requiring. I don't know if it's
Flacco
the
goes
NBA.
deep, and Brown almost caught that. That was into double coverage, but honestly, the placement of that pass from Flacco to Brown was perfect.
The NBA is
Brown could have
requiring
caught
it.
that. Brown should have caught that.
No, that was good defense.
It was good defense. I'm just saying that was a really well-thrown pass.
I don't think he could have caught it. That would have been a hard catch.
It was through his hands. His hands were around the ball.
One hand was near the ball.
All right, there goes Alex Collins, and he doesn't get through. That was almost stripped there. Chubb, once again, right in on the play. Chubb's having a phenomenal day. Bradley Chubb's first half has been excellent. I mean, really, really excellent.
Let me see.
All right, let's get to some comments here. Let's see.
I was trying to tell you something about Mark Cuban.
My wife says the same thing. Plus, it's good to know your competition. I agree, Craig. Looking weak now.
Wait, Craig's married?
Are you saying Are you saying who looks weak right now, Kale? Tell us who looks weak.
More importantly, Craig, when did you get married?
Craig, I'm sure Craig's been married and unmarried many, many times.
Well, I knew he was unmarried, but I didn't know he said his current wife. So did you get remarried, Craig? And you didn't invite us to the wedding? We were like your best friends in school.
Craig, I don't know. I want to finance the movie that's going on in Craig's head. I think that whatever that is that's going on in there, I want a piece of that. I want to know. 4th and 6 here. Ravens punt the ball away. Fair catch called for, and he fair caught it at the 6. It was going out of bounds anyways. So great punt there by the Ravens. Broncos will start over deep inside their own territory. Broncos will start over at approximately the 6 or 7 yard line.
Bradley Chubb is having a great day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's only end of first quarter. He has 2 tackles and 1 sack. Is that on par for a great day in your mind?
Yeah, he has a sack. He also affected a throw earlier in the first half. You don't think he's having a good day?
I haven't got to watch anything. I'm looking up stats so I can figure out what's gone on in the first half or first quarter because I haven't got to see anything.
Here's our question. I'll go ahead and put this into the chat. Is Bradley Chubb having a good day?
Better question. What consists of a good day for a defensive player?
What? I mean, 2 tackles, a sack. He
How many
affected
fantasy
one throw.
points is that? Like 7?
Oh, well, if you're doing defensive players,
You always get
a sack's a lot of points. Let's see here. Denver's secondary. Denver's secondary does look weak. I'm there with you, Kale. The secondary does not look good at all. We need some food up in here.
I know. I thought for sure you would already have the typical food that we always have.
I mean, the tempura fried cheese. I do want some of those.
I don't even know what they're called. I just know you eat fried cheese every time and chicken tenders.
Chicken tenders usually.
And I just eat the chips that come with the chicken tenders.
Yeah, it's
because he
easy.
eats all the chicken.
Right. It's easy to eat. It's a kind of a finger food. You don't really have to do much. Just kind of a dip and put in your mouth. Let's see here.
Oh, look. I have a new invite to be someone's girlfriend.
Craig is saying, I will. Oh,
you want to be my girlfriend? If you ask a girl on Instagram if she wants to be your girlfriend, she will probably say no. I just want you guys to know that. Don't ask on Instagram.
You would have been proud of me. I went to a Instagram party. Was it a party? What would you call that? Meetup. I went to an Instagram meetup yesterday.
How could you go to an Instagram meetup if I run your Instagram practically?
But it wasn't for Phantom. It was for these other people who. What's the name of the brand? Fitness experts.
How can you go to a fitness Instagram expert thingy if you don't go to the gym ever?
I went to the gym yesterday.
You went one time?
Yes. It did. It motivated me to go. Everybody else there was in such good shape. I was like, I need to get back into the gym.
Yeah.
Because I haven't been going to the gym very much lately because I've been too busy doing this stuff.
Everybody can only see you from like shoulders up.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you don't go to the gym. You know, you just tell everybody, oh yeah, my thighs are as big as Bo Sutton or whoever.
Bo Sutton?
Bo Sutton was the quarterback in my high school.
Oh.
Cortland Sutton.
And you remember Bo Sutton more than Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson, Bo Sutton, Cortland Sutton, all of them have bigger thighs than you. Every single one of them, including the one from my high school.
I'm nimble, though. Very nimble.
I don't know how I would know that. Hey, Patrick's here.
Patrick! Hey, what's
Come
up, Patrick?
on.
Yeah.
So I can order food, Patrick.
Okay. All right, Patrick. Patrick's coming on later. That's great. Patrick's here.
I think Connor Cape might come out later, too.
Oh, I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will come out eventually.
You mean of the closet?
You got to let that just sit there. You can't.
It's just such a poor joke.
That's an incompletion there from Case Keenum.
That was like a
Why are you throwing to Devontae Booker? Why? Why would you ever do that? Why is he ever on the field? All right, Carolina is taking a 14-7 lead over Cincinnati.
Cam, man.
I like Cam Newton. Cam Newton's good. All right, 14-10. It's 3rd and 10 here. Case Keenum is in a 5-wide set. They've been doing a lot of 5-wide stuff today.
Oh, man.
They run a screen, and that goes nowhere. Jeff Hireman, the target, he does catch the ball, but it's only a 2-yard gain.
Well, Keenum had to get rid of it so fast. I don't think he really...
It's because they were trying to run a screen. They were trying to run a tight end screen there, and they didn't set it up fast enough. Their screens have not looked good today, and I think that's one of the big problems that's going to show up here is that I think they expected the screen game to really work today, and clearly it hasn't. They're going to have to go away from that strategy. You cannot force something that you believe is scripted just simply because it's scripted. If you're looking at scripted plays and they're not working, you have to know that you can't keep running those.
Yeah.
A lot of coaches have this problem, and it's
right. This is what is it Ari who's always saying, or Ben, that Belichick does it best. That he changes as the game goes on.
You're right. He changes better.
He doesn't just run what's in the playbook or what they planned on. He makes adjustments as they go.
I think the big key here is you have to understand as a coach the difference between a play that's not working because you executed it poorly or they got lucky, the defense got lucky and read it properly at that time, versus a play that's not working because they expected it, they knew it, and they looked at the formation that you had set up before the play started, and that's why they knew that you were running that play.
Being intelligent enough to differentiate, like, is it because they ran it bad? Is it why did it work or did it not work?
All right, so to our question, is Bradley Chubb having a good day? Kale is saying he's having a great day so far.
Well, Kale is from Canada and knows everything. So
Eric is saying he's having a good half.
I like Kale. He's always on my side.
Craig is saying he's pulling his weight. Patrick says we look great live.
Patrick is here in the bar. You guys will get to listen to some of his insights later. He is a huge football fan, especially
I think Patrick is saying you look great live. Patrick is single right now, I believe. I'm just saying.
I thought we made it clear that I was not single.
Are you? Well, you changed your own flat tire, so
okay.
I'm just assuming.
My dad was busy. My dad has taken care of me for so long, it's like seriously bad. I don't know how to do anything in my car. At all. At all. I don't know how to, literally. Couldn't tell you. My car is smart enough that it tells me when the tires are low. Otherwise, I would have no idea.
Yeah. Well, most cars do that now.
Right. But my old car didn't do that.
Craig says Puntsville. I don't know where Puntsville is, but that's where the Broncos are right now. They're in Puntsville.
They're in Puntsville.
I like that,
So you do
Craig.
know where it is.
It's wherever the Broncos are. Broncos are in Puntsville. Look, after those first two drives, you get kind of spoiled a little bit because they really had one good drive. The first touchdown wasn't a drive. It was a play. They blocked a punt. They got it at the 6. They ran one running play. Royce Freeman scored a touchdown. That wasn't really a drive. That was great special teams play. That was a great run. You know, you took advantage, capitalized on an opportunity. they've only had one scoring drive. One scoring drive.
Yeah.
That Emmanuel Sanders, that big 40-yard touchdown from Emmanuel Sanders really, really helped. That
was a nice play.
If this offense is going to be productive, it's going to be on big plays. I don't think you're going to see these long, methodical 15, 20-play drives where they end in a touchdown.
We just don't have that kind of quarterback this year to do that.
Mm-hmm. I'd say that's fair. Guys, what are your thoughts on the game so far? What were your thoughts on that last drive? 14-10 Broncos right now.
I was trying to look
11:55 to go in the first half. 6 first downs for each team.
If you guys aren't doing anything, you should come out.
Very nice.
Hang out. We get free. You got a free appetizer
I
here.
just saw a guy get a free appetizer.
On us.
On Phantom.
We have a lot of people who watch from far away, but if you are in Denver right now, you should totally come through. I mean, it's a win-win. There's drinking, there's football, and there's free food.
Kale is saying, my wife would disagree with you, Jenna. She thinks she's always right for some reason.
You know what? I actually have a problem with this. Like, what is up with men and wanting to always say that women think that they're right all the time? Women are just more mature than you guys, and we're just giving you some helpful tips to get you along the way. No one's trying to be right. It's a team effort. And then you guys throw out there, oh, I'm just trying to be right. Women are just trying to be right.
Patrick's in all black today.
What's up?
The man in black.
You want to come on?
What's up? How are you, Patrick?
Want to talk some college football?
Yeah. Hop on here. All right, Jenna's taking a little time out here. Patrick from Oskar Blues is joining us. By the way, you can come here to Henry's Tavern and get a Dale's Pale Ale. So a little synergy going on here.
I could have got a Dale's Pale Ale. I got a Denver Graham Cracker Porter. Just seemed a really good idea.
You drink enough Dale's Pale Ale on your own, so where it doesn't really.
Actually, sad to say, my fantasy league made us chug Dale's Pale Ale.
Yeah?
And I couldn't do it.
Couldn't?
I got like 1 out of 3, and I was done.
Why?
It tastes like soap.
Oh, really?
To me, I just don't like Dale's Pale Ale.
What's your favorite beer then?
Oh, 1050.
Well, the 1050 is the top of the line.
It's way too good.
It's so good.
I mean, we ran out this weekend in like 30 minutes. We had a 1050 keg and it was gone. It was crazy.
It's really, really good. You guys did a little bit of the 1050 floats for a little while.
We did and we did a barrel-aged 1050 float, and then we did a peanut butter porter float.
A peanut butter?
Yeah, you missed out on that. I apologize.
I keep thinking what I need to do is go to the Oskar Blues stand-up night, because you guys have a stand-up open mic night.
Open mic every Tuesday night,
every Tuesday.
9:30.
I was talking about that on the morning show the other day. I was like, I need to go down there. I'm working on some material. I'm thinking I need to go down there.
Maybe show
and
your legs. There's this whole, I think conspiracy that TJ, you won't show your legs.
Right. I'm not. I'm very close to it right now.
I can see them, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for you.
It looks like you have 4 arms.
Yes, it kind of does. I apologize for your wife as well.
She
knows.
Yeah, she married these legs.
That was the winner.
That's right.
Good to know. I'm going to start working on that and just not eat anymore, and maybe my legs will get down to size.
I went to the gym for the first time in maybe a month. I went to the gym for the first time in a month yesterday.
Oh, okay.
And I did upper body, of course.
Of course,
Not lower. I'm not. Why do I need
Clearly,
legs?
the bodybuilder figure you got going on is just all in the upper body.
But it was I had trouble carrying things this morning. My arms were so sore.
I thought you meant like when you were at the gym yesterday, you had trouble picking up the dumbbells. Maybe you should start the Chris Pratt Michelob Ultra workout. He's got the little 2-pound dumbbell.
He's got the little, just the tiny
himself.
little thing. Yeah, I need those. I do, especially because I have really scrawny forearms. So I got to do a lot of these forearm workouts.
Over the bench curls.
I got to do a lot of these.
Okay, that's a fun one.
But yeah, no, I don't go to the gym for a month, and then you try to lift the way you were lifting when you were going to the gym regularly.
Yes, it's one of those things where if you go for 6 months straight and you're doing really good, and then you leave for 2 weeks, you actually will come back stronger most times just because you've finally allowed your body to fully recover.
Yeah.
But you go that whole month, you're definitely losing that.
That's the thing is that you can go a week and you feel pretty good. Go 2 weeks, you feel really good. You go 3 or 4, and it's like, no way, man.
Yeah, I got to get back there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes you feel really bad about yourself.
That's honestly where I'm at right now because it's been about 3 months. And I'm just like, I am just the worst human being.
You are much closer to an athletic career than I am. Like, I haven't really done anything competitively athletic in like a decade.
Me and my brother, my brother's here. He's the one sitting over there in the corner drinking beer. We're actually going to go play wiffle ball.
Yeah?
In a wiffle ball league because I think it's the only athletic thing I can do right now.
Is this a catch here? Michael Crabtree, he gets knee, elbow down. I think that's a catch.
That's a catch.
I think that's a catch. Now, it's short of the first, as you can see.
Was that third? Oh, it's 3rd and 1 after the catch.
3rd and 1 after the catch.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Vance Joseph is any kind of intelligent person.
Why did he challenge that?
Why did he?
Yeah.
Oh, he did challenge that.
He did. He challenged that.
Oh, my God. Well,
Flacco caught, first down. That one to Allen. So they're keeping it alive. It looks like this is a bad situation for the Broncos because they've been doing really good. They got that freebie. Now, I wouldn't say freebie because that's acting like they don't deserve credit for that.
That was a
special
great.
teams
That was
play.
yeah, and I mean, for me watching the Broncos week to week, it's you never know what you're going to get.
Right.
I mean, last week they looked like the Seattle Seahawks because playing only in the 4th quarter, Case Keenum finally kind of came alive. But
yeah,
I mean, this is where they put Lamar Jackson in at receiver.
Wow, that's interesting.
I wonder if that's to set up something later in the game.
Maybe a little wildcat look there.
Give him that double pass play.
Boy, he just looks so. He's like me. He looks so. He's a
little dude.
He's thin.
You're like a Philip Lindsay.
Huh?
You kind of have that Philip Lindsay build.
Philip Lindsay is
not
way
a big dude.
He's not. He's way bigger than me. But he's.
I'm bigger than Philip Lindsay, but I would never take him in a fight.
Right. See, that's the thing is Philip Lindsay and I weigh the same amount. He's just like 6 inches shorter than me.
And yeah, his body fat is probably the same. You guys probably both like 2% body fat. His is just.
That's right. His is just he's covered in muscles.
Muscles on top of that, yeah.
Alex Collins getting up a little gingerly there.
He could be something, but I just feel like the Ravens don't have that offensive line they used to.
Yeah, they don't. And I was kind of wondering why they weren't using him more in the first 2 weeks, and it turns out it's not because of him. It's because of that offensive line.
And then he got hurt, and it's just adding more. And it looks like Patrick Mahomes is once again having a great week. 21-7.
21-7. What's his yardage look like?
I think he's only got 100 yards, and they've been running the ball a lot more with Hunt.
Yeah,
Hunt's got 2 touchdowns.
Sure.
The big story: the Buffalo Bills. I think last I saw it was 17-0. Buffalo.
They're winning.
They're beating the Vikings. Kirk Cousins has fumbled twice.
This league. Oh my God.
The Browns won on Thursday.
This league is insane. The Bills are winning 17-0.
I mean, if the Bengals lose this week, they're only 1 game ahead of the Browns for division lead.
Oh, they threw the challenge flag.
Oh,
Harbaugh threw a challenge flag here. Let's take a look here. They're looking for a touchdown, and they're saying, that is a touchdown. That is a touchdown. How do they not score that a touchdown?
Maybe. I don't know.
Are they saying he stepped out?
Right. Yeah, it's a touchdown.
That's a clear touchdown.
Yeah, he never even gets near the...
Kudos to Von Miller for keeping with the play, but that is a touchdown. And it looks like the Ravens are going to go up 17-14. 17-14 here. I thought Bradley Chubb was having a really good first half.
Von Miller is having a great... Von Miller and Khalil Mack are showing why, one, the Raiders are idiots for trading Khalil, but just why they are still the best. And I think having Bradley Chubb on the team, I think you made the comment a couple weeks back that he was going to have a curse when he was on the Titans early on.
Oh, yeah,
he was going to have a curse type season. I think it's even more so because, well, who do you double? Do you double Vaughn? Do you double Bradley Chubb on the outside?
Right.
And I think right now teams are trying to realize you can't. They're going tighter sets. I know teams are doing that against the Vikings. They're running 8-man fronts, just so they have tight ends to block.
Yeah. All right, let's see here.
This is taking a lot longer than I thought it would.
Like this video if Patrick is cooler than TJ.
Like it a lot. You need to like that a lot.
I will like that. There we go. I can't like this video because it's, hey, Connor's here. I'm doing well. What's up, Connor? Connor Cape, voice of the Colorado Rapids, is Patrick.
Nice to meet you.
Patrick works with Oskar Blues. Also,
out of place right now, but I'm okay with that. It's nice to not have to be in the restaurant after being there every day.
At one point, also a competitive bodybuilder, Patrick.
Long time ago.
I have to emphasize.
My body does not look the same anymore.
I have to emphasize that was a long time ago. All right, well, they called that a touchdown for the Baltimore Ravens, not surprisingly. Let's update the score here.
I would have called for controversy. Well, hold on. Make sure he makes the extra point because that's kind of a big thing right now.
It is.
Teams don't know how to make extra points.
All right, so we got 16 right now for Baltimore. They could absolutely miss this.
Oh, but at the same time, it is Justin Tucker. He's kind of like Dan Bailey.
Hey, Shaq Barrett blocked an extra point the other day. Right down the middle.
And there's your 17.
17. All right. Okay,
now,
cool.
My question after yesterday is, what happened to Arkansas?
Oh, God. They're the worst team in Division I football.
Yeah.
I think.
CSU. So, I mean, you got that.
CSU beat them.
Yeah, they did. And they're bad.
Yeah. CSU beat them. North Texas beat them.
North Texas with the greatest punt, or was that a kickoff?
That was a punt.
That was a punt. That was the
return.
greatest punt return of all time.
That's right.
I mean, just the fact that no one knew he had not called fair catch.
I know, it's amazing.
It was. I was baffled. I honestly, if I go and coach high school football again, that is what I want to teach kids.
I watched, you probably remember this play. Joe Adams had a return against Tennessee for the Razorbacks.
Yes.
Where he broke like 15 tackles and then got into the end zone. And you were like, that's the most amazing return I've ever seen. They went from that kind of special teams play to not knowing the rules well enough.
At least hit the guy.
Yeah.
Take the penalty if you have to. I mean, I was blown away that Mississippi State lost to Kentucky.
Hey, Kentucky's looking decent.
They beat Florida, who, I mean, that was amazing to watch, beating Tennessee. The worst loss Tennessee has had against Florida since 1984. I have a lot of Tennessee fans I know out there, so I love the fact that you guys suck. That's just making Florida State sucks. Tennessee sucks. If Georgia could suck, I'd have a trifecta. It'd just be perfect.
Here my tweet was, by the way, Baltimore kicks the ball out of the back of the end zone. Phillip Lindsay, once again, does not get an opportunity to return here. Broncos will start off at the 25. Case Keenum getting ready for that. No, my tweet was, what I would love to see, because I was watching Georgia, Missouri early in the day.
Yeah.
And I was like, just once, I would like to see the refs totally screw over Alabama and Georgia.
It would be nice.
Like the SEC refs in an SEC game, just screw those two teams over.
I mean, if you just got Big Ten refs, I'm sure they would. I'm sure they'd be like, okay, we have to have them lose.
Fake to Phillip Lindsay there. They throw it out to Emmanuel Sanders, who does some whirly-doos and gets it out for about a 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6, 2nd and 7.
I mean, I like the play to Emmanuel Sanders, getting him the ball, getting him a run.
That sweep was really, really good.
It was great blocking.
Yes.
But there's no – what I love about KC right now, and hate at the same time because, they beat the Steelers last week, and I'll never forgive them, but they have a fun offense.
Yes.
Patrick Mahomes isn't making the most decisions.
Keenum gets the ball deflected at the line. It falls innocently to the turf, and 3rd and 7.
I mean, this is an offense you run if you have Paxton Lynch as your quarterback. Dink and dunks, screens, simple stuff, make it easy. And I'm sitting here watching here's a highlight from the Saints just absolutely not thrashing, but just making plays. That's what they do.
Yeah.
Especially Michael Thomas.
10-7, New Orleans leads Atlanta. About 5 minutes to go in the first half of that game. 7:46 to go in the first half here. 3rd and 7. Sanders in motion, and Case Keenum.
And, he gets away.
Case Keenum gets away, and almost a first down. That's going to be short. Demarius Thomas just shy of the line to gain, and they're going to punt the ball.
They're going to punt the ball. As they should. I mean,
it's a good call to punt. It's all Thomas has to do there is just reach the ball over the line. I feel like
it's Demarius Thomas. I mean, him and Des Bryant came in the same draft class for a reason. You got two of the laziest wide receivers who drop more passes than anyone. There's a reason Des Bryant hasn't got picked up. If Demarius Thomas tried the same thing, I don't think anyone would pick him up.
I'm kind of surprised that Des
hasn't been picked up.
Yeah.
And Josh Gordon is already back on a team.
Yes.
but not Des Bryant.
Josh Gordon was technically never unemployed.
No, before they technically traded him.
Yes. Which, by the way, I am sick and tired of the Browns operating as the Patriots farm system. It is just unacceptable to me.
I mean, hey, Belichick knows what he's doing. He goes and he's like, "Oh, you got rid of him?" Well, then he got rid of another Browns guy. He dropped Corey Coleman to pick up Josh Gordon.
That's right.
How do you think
Yeah.
Corey Coleman feels? Like, oh my gosh.
I remember they picked up Barkevious Mingo off from the Browns,
And he was great for him.
and he was really good for the Patriots. And then they got rid of him, and
I mean, the Patriots just go out and they're like, all right, who can we pick up? Because, clearly they hate the team they just played on. James Harrison,
Yes.
LeGarrette Blount, all these guys. And then they just do extremely well. And
Flacco
Flacco,
going deep
dominant.
downfield. That's a catch. John Brown with a huge reception there, putting them inside the 30. That looks about the 26-yard line. That's a big gain, at least 25 yards. I don't know what the yardage is on that, but big gain there for John Brown. Brown, look, I think Brown is more dangerous in this game than Crabtree is. Because of that, he can outrun your guys.
He can outrun everybody on this field. I mean, I get it if they wanted to put Chris Harris on him, but then who's guarding Crabtree? I mean, the Ravens honestly should be one of the better teams, but again, like we said, their offensive line is just trash.
So bad, so bad.
So bad.
We were
He's going for it again, and
this time to Crabtree, who's too slow.
who's not wearing gloves, and I don't think I've seen that from a wide receiver in a long time.
I know, yeah. Crabtree notoriously never wears gloves.
And the Buffalo Bills are now up 24-0, and Josh Allen has
That's remarkable.
2 rushing touchdowns. The quarterback has 2 rushing touchdowns. Minnesota.
Look at the yard differential between Baltimore and Denver. Baltimore has 142 passing yards, and Denver has 40.
I wonder how many yards Denver has as a total right now, because I think Baltimore's passing yards alone outweighs that.
Yes.
I didn't get to see the rushing, but I mean, besides the 35-yard carry, it was a big stop.
Well, that first touchdown was one play. It was Royce Freeman just 6 yards, and it was nothing.
And it
So
was done.
the yardage is I don't think it's necessarily misleading. The Broncos, though, I mean, they got a touchdown off that first play, which is more on the special teams. Kudos to them for the good play. And then the big play from Emmanuel Sanders. That's how they're going to have to score points is big plays.
Big plays. And that is where teams like Kansas City, I don't think are going to do very well. Teams like Kansas City who you rely on these big plays. The reason the Eagles were so great last year is they relied on big plays half the game, and then the other half of the game they would just pound it down your throat.
Right, because they had 4 running backs who were all good.
And they ran the RPO better than anyone I've ever seen.
Yes, they did.
Forcing teams to figure out, okay, what are they going to do? And that just picked up little yards, 4 yards, 5 yards.
False start on Baltimore. Andrews, the tight end, who was a big part of that first touchdown drive by the Ravens, or field goal drive, I think. Andrews had a 40-yard reception, something like that. Big play for him there. No, I think it was a touchdown. But
well, I just saw that Tennessee just lost Blaine Gabbert, who's their backup quarterback, who was starting today because Mariota's out.
Right.
So I don't know who's playing for him now.
Who is their backup? Oh, that's our stuff. All right, awesome.
They got some food here.
Sweet.
I'm going to go join my brother and let Jena back in.
Okay, all right.
So I will be back.
Patrick,
and be able to talk to you soon.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit more second half, something like that.
Sounds good. I look forward to it.
I may just have you interview Robo Mike.
Please don't. No.
Broncotron.
Of that man.
Broncotron was over here. We said we were going to bring him in on at halftime. We just have you talk to Broncotron.
Have me talk to. Oh, okay.
He told us that Broncotron is the 7th most interesting thing in Denver. That it was rated. It was rated as the 7th most interesting attraction in the city of Denver.
And number 6 is the Rockies, which we'll talk about at halftime with Jena.
Oh, it's another big play. There he goes. Chris Harris Jr. is going to return it for a touchdown.
Holy crap.
And the Broncos on special teams again. No, was this a?
I didn't see it.
This
I
was
was
a defensive.
cheering with Patrick about the Rockies.
All right, we got a little distracted there. There's a flag on the play.
Oh no! Oh, it was.
That was on a punt. That was on the punt team.
No, Flacco's on the field. Is that a pick 6? We missed it.
Let's see here. What are they saying here? No, Tucker. Justin Tucker was on the field for a field goal. All right, illegal block in the back. The points are not going to stand, but the block will. So that is not a touchdown, but it is a block. That is the second block of the game, and just a great Justin Simmons just jumps the line on the field goal. Gets a great block. Chris Harris gets up, picks up the ball, and where's the? Is that the penalty right there?
Right there.
At the very end of the play.
Gosh.
They're going to call that.
And there were 2 players on that.
That is just ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. That is a terrible call against the Broncos. Tucker's upset, but Tucker doesn't have anything to do with that. That wasn't on him. They're going to put the Broncos all the way back at nearly midfield on what is just, that was a horseshit call. Horseshit. I'll say that. I'll say it. Horseshit call.
I got all the inside scoop on Patrick.
Oh, there goes Philip Lindsay. 8-yard gain there by Lindsay.
We got to look at how many yards Lindsay has, and I need some stats. I've been distracted. I've been entertaining.
We gotta talk to Connor at some point about the Rapids, because the Rapids are not doing well.
Yes.
It's 2nd and 2 now. Take over a little bit of the. Actually, those are still too hot. I'm gonna. Yes, have some cheese curds.
Eat some.
So we've got some chicken tenders. These are 2 of my favorite appetizers.
No.
Chicken
Be
tenders?
real with them. These are not 2 of his favorite appetizers. These are the only
Philip Lindsay
appetizers
with the first down
he
there.
eats.
5-yard gain there by Lindsay. It is 1st and 10 now. And they picked up 15 yards there, so it's about the 34, 35-yard line.
Lindsay's got 4 carries and 19 yards.
Well, it's about to be more. It's about to be 5, 6.
He's still with less carries than Royce Freeman has more yards.
Right, yeah. Well,
And you claimed Royce Freeman was going to have a breakout game.
he had a big run earlier in this game.
He only has 16 yards. Was that the one run?
That was the one run.
All right. I think Philip Lindsay is sneaky
All right, so
sneak. He's about to take down.
Denver heavily outgaining Baltimore in rushing yards. Keenum with the fake and dumps it off there to Emmanuel Sanders, who picks up about 9. And it is going to be 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1 there. Connor Capes repping KC today. I figured that he would be repping New England because he's a Patriots fan.
Yeah. Every time that Connor has thought about coming out to one of our live streams,
Yes.
he's always asking, is the Patriots game going to be on?
Of course the Patriots game is going to be on.
It's always on.
It's always on.
And everyone hates it.
He's going to get rocked. The ball's on the ground. You got to pick that up. And it looks like the Ravens are going to recover that. Totally blindsided.
What is he doing?
Totally blindsided. There is a flag on the play.
There's punching.
They are fighting for the ball. They do not care.
Let's go.
They do not care about the penalties after the fact. Who got the ball? Who came away with the ball? Jared Veldier. Veldier came away with the ball. That is going to stay with Denver, but that was a bad play there. Let's see where this penalty is going to go. They may call offsetting. If they call offsetting penalties after the play was dead, I don't know how that's going to
affect.
Right. I think they just let the play stand and then they don't assess the flags.
Mm-hmm.
But
man,
this
Keenum
was
didn't
not a
even
good
see
play.
that
Look,
coming.
they had the 2 fakes and
Boom.
then Garrett Bowles was just
he recovered it. Bowles had the ball.
No.
Did you see that? He fell and he grabbed it with his one arm. He grabbed it.
Bowles didn't. Veldier looked like he had the ball. Bowles is just sitting there, standing there like a.
Oh, you're
dummy.
right.
But
Keenum too. Watch Keenum. He just literally sits up. He's sitting there like a little toddler with his feet straight out.
So that looked like a Veldier recovery. Chris is saying, "What's up? What's up, Chris? Thank you very much for jumping on with us here." Craig says the refs suck.
Oh, come on, Craig.
Kale saying need to punch it in now.
Come on, Craig.
I mean, that penalty on the return by Chris Harris was that's showing up huge right now because this turnover, if they determine that it's a turnover, I'm not sure what's going on right now, guys. It's everybody's just kind of standing around right now, looking for answers. Suggs was the guy who created that fumble.
Oh, it was Suggs. I'll be honest. I don't know the Baltimore team by name.
Terrell Suggs?
Well, I mean, like, I just don't know their numbers, like the name correlated with each number
Right.
off the top of my head.
All right.
Here we go. Here's the call.
Fumble recovered by Denver. Personal foul against the Broncos. Number 30. Number 30 has been disqualified from the game.
From Denver?
Yes. So Philip Lindsay is out. Philip Lindsay is done. And he is getting an earful right now from Vance Joseph. Philip Lindsay has been disqualified from the game. He is done. His day is over.
I didn't even see how he was involved in that.
The coach is taking him out. He's taking an early shower. Philip Lindsay is done. Let's look at the replay here. Philip Lindsay
he's jumping
runs in there, and he starts swinging.
Punching.
He starts swinging. Yeah, you can't do that. That is
he's literally on the ground punching him.
Yeah, you can't do that. Philip Lindsay has been ejected from the game, and to be honest with you, you just can't do that. You just can't do that.
Oh, he's punching people's hands.
Yeah. Look, and this is something he's going to have to learn, is that in college, you can get away with a lot of stuff. You probably can't get away with doing that, but you don't have to fight that hard in college because you're better than everybody else. But at this level, he's on the low end of the totem pole. He is doing everything he can because he's small. And
he's a rookie.
He ran straight in there, and that's where he got the initial flag because he
joined in when he didn't need to.
Jumped on top of the pile, got into it when he didn't need to, and then Philip Lindsay started punching away, and yeah, you can't do that. So look,
hey, I'm the biggest Philip Lindsay fan, but that's a bad move. Yeah. We need him in the game. We need him for the offense.
Whatever keeps you on the field. He's
got more rushing yards right now.
And it is a really hard thing to teach young players that you have to channel your aggression into between the whistles. It's a really hard thing to do. Some guys can do it really well. Some guys not so much because you're told to fight until the whistle.
Right.
And look, fighting is...
Hey, the whistle was blown there. There were many whistles right there. So I think maybe it just got to him. Maybe he was just amped up.
Doc is saying, damn, son, this ain't hockey. Yeah. Yep, everybody. Philip Lindsay just got ejected from the game, and
too bad.
That is not a good.
Not good for Denver.
No, it's not good for Denver. He's been one of the most productive offensive players they've had.
Well, this will give Royce Freeman a chance to actually do something. Give him the ball more.
He is going to get the ball more.
He's ejected with 4 carries, 20 yards.
All right, so
not
people,
bad.
As you can see here, chicken tenders. This is one of the appetizers, many appetizers you can get for free if you use our coupon.
That's right. We need to pass the coupon around.
Well, yes, and absolutely, we need to let people know that if you come here to Henry's Tavern, all you have to do is just show them the coupon on your phone, and then you get the appetizer.
We should share that with all these wonderful people.
Well, absolutely. And so let's see. Doc said started bucking like a Bronco. Craig says, I don't understand why you punch somebody with pads and helmets on. I mean, I don't either, but that's what he did.
Pain.
Kale saying, I know, right, Craig? Not going to hurt him. I don't understand. It's an aggression thing. It's a mindset thing. And some players have a really hard time flipping the switch off after the whistle's over with. I mean, I'm not saying you have to go limp like a fish, like a dead fish. You just have to stop. You don't have to fight. As soon as the whistle's over, stop fighting.
Okay, well, again, I didn't get to play football, but I know because my brother and other players, friends of mine, have told me there's a lot of pinching, punching, poking at the end, but I mean you have to do it hitting.
Keenum.
Oh my
Keenum
gosh,
almost gets
Keenum!
sacked
Oh my
again.
gosh!
That could have been easily picked off. 4th and 28 now.
Does the man not have peripheral vision? Because these guys are just coming at him.
That call that took a touchdown off the board for the Broncos, showing up in a huge way right now.
Big deal.
Huge. And right now, the Broncos are shooting themselves in the foot with mistakes that they don't need to make.
Right.
I think they've played better than Baltimore has in this
Block
game.
in the back. He was like 2 yards away.
Right. Marquette King punts the ball away. And they're going to return this one. Drop him immediately. White can't go anywhere. So Cortland Sutton on special teams with the tackle. And it's going to be 1st and 10 at about the 15-yard line for Baltimore.
I'm going to copy our link. They're so good. I'm going to copy our link here to the feed.
It's just a normal potato? Oh. Yeah, it's just a normal potato. It's like a gourmet potato chip.
So if you are watching...
There, go grab Connor. We'll bring Connor on for just a second.
I'm going to just add in the link if people are here so that they can see where they can go get the free appetizer.
Actually, at halftime, why don't you interview Connor? You guys can talk about, and then maybe we can bring Robo Mike on.
Yeah, we need
I don't
Robo
know where,
Mike.
I don't know where Robo...
He went out to the streets.
Oh, there's
He's got to do his business.
Broncotron's outside.
Robo Mike.
He's getting tips.
He's going to make fun of Tom Brady at halftime. We should just have Connor interview him and tell Robo Mike to just, like, shit on the Patriots hardcore while Connor's talking to him since Connor likes the Patriots, and it'll just... We'll just get into it.
Maybe
It won't
Connor...
be good.
Maybe Connor can explain why the Browns are so willing to be the Patriots' farm system. Because that's all they do.
They're obviously paying them. They're paying them.
Connor has an answer. Connor's got an answer for why the Browns are insistent upon making sure the Patriots remain good.
So do you think this is...
So there was
What
a
just
fly.
happened?
There was a fly on the table.
You were not fast enough.
See, it's right around there.
I know. Aren't you from the South? Don't you know
So
how to
I'm
kill
used
flies?
to I'm used to flies.
Fast. Do you think this is the Broncos' first loss?
Chris says Patrick Mahomes is on fire again. It's 28-7. Chiefs are up on the Niners.
Instead of getting to watch Patrick Mahomes, we're here watching Keenum get sacked.
Well, they haven't played anybody yet. They've played 3 teams.
Oh my God!
They haven't. They played the Patriots.
This is why Kansas City hates you.
They haven't played anybody yet. Who have they played? They played the Chargers, who are perpetually incomplete there. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 10.
My friend Corey's watching. Thanks for watching, Corey. I used to think his last name was Shalat.
2nd and 10.
It's Corey Clate.
Justin Tucker getting ready just in case. Just in case they get close enough for a field goal.
I'm going to look up Mahomes' stats. What's up from Italy? Thanks for watching, Joe.
I'm guessing since it's 28-7, he's got... Oh, ball batted down at the line of scrimmage. Adam Gotsis got his hand on that. 17-14, Ravens lead the Broncos. 3rd and 10 after that pass deflection by Adam Gotsis. Yeah, he got his hand right up there. Really good heads-up play there by Gotsis. Let's take a look here. Kale says, not even 12:30, but I'm pouring a drink.
Kale, we clearly are already drinking. Don't feel bad about it. It's brunch.
Joe says,
Sunday.
What's up, watching from Italy?
Yeah.
What's up, Joe?
Flag on the play.
Yep, that's going to be short of the line to gain. Let's see what this flag is. They're going to call offsides on the defense. They're going to replay that with a shorter field. Offsides on Von Miller, it looks like.
These are some silly mistakes right now.
Well, Von Miller got a little excited.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Corey says, Jena, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point,
Corey,
exclamation
what's
point.
up? Corey's expecting his 3rd child soon.
Oh, good for Corey. Oh, Flacco got the ball!
Oh, my gosh.
And the Ravens are going to recover, but that is going to mean 4th down. And the Broncos are going to call a timeout to stop. No, they're not calling a timeout. Oh, great strip there. Great strip there.
How'd he miss that?
Very, very good strip. And Broncos almost had it. It was just momentum wasn't really on their side there for just a second. 4th and 7 now, and we're going to have a timeout called finally by the Broncos. They let 12 seconds go off the clock before they called a timeout. 44 seconds left here, 4th and 7. Shaq Barrett was very close to recovering that fumble.
Here's some stats. You want to read that out? Patrick
Mahomes, 11 for 18, 179 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Let's hope you started him in fantasy this week.
I just can't believe that they called that punt block recovery back.
He blocked in the back.
I can't believe that he did. I can't believe they called that.
Well,
the way that they called it.
They're going to call it if you do it.
All right, so 44 seconds to go here. The Broncos special teams have figured out something because they've already 2 kicks today. It's 4th and 7. I'm more interested to see if they block it again than if they get a return. And by the way, Pac-Man Jones, who has been the returner most of the season so far on punt returns, is not back there for Denver today.
Patrick saying it's super weird to watch this on his phone and
watch them both
10 feet away. Yeah. His brother, I tried to ask his brother for like some embarrassing stories or like moments that I could tell on air about him, but he wouldn't share. He said that he loves his brother so much he wouldn't tell us anything fishy.
No fishy stories about Patrick, huh?
Yeah. I wanted something good. Like I did a bunch of stuff to my little brother. I made him one time I wanted to run away, but I was like, no, you're coming with me. And I made him take his skateboard, and he hit the screen out of the window so we could escape.
Okay, so Ravens punt the ball away. They are going to get a return here, not a good one. Boy.
Man,
Deshaun Hamilton just got rocked. And Deshaun Hamilton, the returner, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Broncos at about the 15. 14, actually. He did not make the 15.
That was a rough.
Deshaun Hamilton just got crushed. No flag on the play. Deshaun Hamilton got hit helmet to helmet. And no flag on the play. I mean, personally, I'm okay with that. I would prefer that they not throw flags there, but that is not the standard in the NFL in 2018.
Right. We got a lot of fans upset.
All right, Case Keenum hands the ball off to Devontae Booker, and they're just going to run the ball out. This is not what I think Broncos fans wanted to see. They wanted to see this team actually try to go for some points at the end of the half, and here they are not doing that.
I don't think we can trust Keenum enough to do that.
Now the Ravens are calling a timeout. The Ravens want the ball back. See,
that was totally helmet to helmet.
Right.
No
I mean,
question.
but I think that was a good tackle. That was a good tackle.
That's because you don't like the helmet to helmet rule.
That was a good NFL tackle.
By definition of the rule, it should have been a flag.
Yeah, Kale's saying no flag on that. Everybody wants the flag, unless it's their guy doing the hitting.
Right. You want the flag when it benefits you. You don't want the flag if it's not.
G is back. What's up, G? Thanks for coming back.
Yay, G. I was sad when you left.
Baltimore wants the ball back. They think there's enough time to score points here. Denver was just trying to run the clock out. That didn't work, so now it's 2nd and 10.
So they better do something.
Yeah, you got 43 seconds here.
Keenum's done long throw, long pass. Like, let's get the ball out there. Here we go.
He had plenty of time there. He gets sacked.
What happened?
He got sacked. Baltimore's going to call another timeout here with 37 seconds to go. It's 3rd down, and Denver's just trying to get out of this half without any damage.
Suggs is happy about that.
If Baltimore scores again before halftime, bad coaching.
On Denver's part.
Yes.
Okay, but Keenum had plenty of time. He read his options and doesn't pass the ball. He's not a runner. He's not going to make it through that.
Right, he's nimble. He's not a runner.
Yeah. He's not strong enough.
The only player who has more active sacks than Terrell Suggs is Julius Peppers. Suggs is still one of the best he's still one of the best pass rushers in the league. Keenum back, 3rd and 10, drops back.
Come on.
Lets it loose. Oh, and it's dropped by Cortland Sutton. Sutton drops the ball.
One.
Cortland Sutton had a sure first down, hit him right in the hands, and he just dropped it.
He really needs to be careful. That's 2 weekends in a row.
Look at that. Just
twice.
He took his eye off the ball. That is unbelievable.
Fundamentals.
He turned to run before he caught it. It is 4th and 10 now, and you're just hoping now that Baltimore doesn't score before the half.
I mean, if there's a turnover, Baltimore's in position for an easy touchdown. All right. It's about at the 50-yard line.
No return, but
No return.
50 with 26 seconds to go. That is more than enough time.
That's doable.
To get in field goal range.
Looks like Patrick Mahomes has another touchdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
35-7.
Kale's asking, do you think they're home refs in Baltimore? I mean,
home refs?
Yeah, are there home refs? Are the refs calling things?
No, I don't think so. Craig says Sutton got stone hands.
Craig?
Chris is saying Mahomes throws another touchdown. Yes.
Cortland Sutton, remember last week that play that he dropped too? That was, pinnacle to production last week.
Kale believes.
And same today.
Kale believes that if it was the other team, if the Broncos had made that hit on the Ravens, it would have been called a penalty.
The helmet to helmet. Yeah. I get what he's saying. And if it was the Ravens who had blocked in the back, they wouldn't have called that.
Right.
I understand what he's saying.
All right, I'm going to take a look at my mentions right now.
Field goal here. Oh, no.
Nothing.
Kansas City's is quiet today, huh? Anti-Denver refs. All right. 2nd and 22 for Baltimore. We need a sack, a big stop. That's not. Oh.
Ooh. And they're going to spike it here. That was a very interesting decision to throw to the middle of the field there. First down throw. They have, what are they doing? Oh, they're just going to kick it from there. Wow. There goes Justin Tucker. Now, Tucker is one of the best kickers in the league. In fact, I would say you could argue he is the best kicker percentage-wise in the league right now. Justin Tucker is phenomenal. So, yeah, so he's 1 of 2 today on field goals. But it's not because he's not good. It's because the line didn't block. Yeah. So here we go. Justin Tucker, best kicker in the league, coming out here. And if the Broncos don't block this, it's probably going in. And it is right down the middle because, of course, it is. So it is now 20-14 at halftime. Broncos trail the Ravens 20-14 after getting out to a really good start.
It's not the way we wanted to end the half. But we do have Broncotron here ready for his interview.
We do. Here.
Who is going to do the interview?
You are.
I thought Patrick was going to do it.
Here.
Patrick looking at me like, that's my interview. Come on over, Patrick. He wants to do it. Look.
Okay, all right. All right, so we're...
Go, Patrick, you can have TJ's seat.
So Patrick's going to interview... Patrick's going to interview our robot friend here.
Yes. 7th most popular sightseeing in Denver. Here we go. We're going to give Patrick a chance. Patrick, our good friend Patrick, is going to interview you, and he's going to get all the scoop. You're going to have to tell him about the 7th, that you're the 7th coolest thing in Denver. You're going to have to tell him all that information. Can you get these on?
I'll tell you what I do. Let me put these over here.
All right.
And you can put them over this here.
Is that good?
If you can hear me, hang us on.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
All right, man. I'm doing a robot interview here.
Robot interview. I was told you are the 7th most interesting thing in Denver.
Yeah. If you're downtown Denver on the 16th Street Mall, top 10 things to see. 6 or 7. Yeah, they call you must see the Robot Man. If you're not seeing the Robot Man, you have not been downtown Denver.
And how long have you been doing it down here in Denver?
I started in 1989, roughly about 28 years, 29 years.
Very nice. All right. I mean, I'm absolutely loving this. And people just come. Have they come from kind of different states to come see you?
All over the world.
All over the
Some
world.
have come to see me. Some come to see Colorado. Then they happen to see me, and then they're like, "Hey, seeing the Robot Man made a great vacation."
Very nice.
Yeah.
And okay, now do you do it all 7 days of the week?
I used to. No, I have my day job during the week and this on the weekends. I make tips. Once in a while somebody will hire me for a big show. I've done a few commercials. I was an extra in the movie with Hulk Hogan. What else?
Wow.
I was a backup mascot fan for the Broncos.
Backup mascot, okay.
Yeah, it's on Broncotron on YouTube. I was on America's Got Talent in 2011.
2011, okay.
Yeah, I lost the first round, but it was fun.
But it was fun, but it was an experience.
Oh, yeah, of course. Of course. Robots are the future. Clowns are getting scary. Mimes are old.
Clowns
It's
are
robots.
the most terrifying thing.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
That and my cooking.
You're cooking.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, yeah.
And would that be scarier than the movie It? You're cooking.
Actually, I cooked so bad, even that clown ate it and got scared.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, so what is your favorite thing about getting to work in Denver?
From this point of view, making people laugh.
Making people laugh.
Yeah, that's priceless, I mean, money's nice, but making people laugh, you can't put a price on that.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm always amazed. I've been working in Denver for about 7 years now, and I will walk down 16th Street Mall, and I will see you have the biggest groupings of people. I mean, people seem to really come out, and they really enjoy what you do, and I appreciate that because I think making people laugh is one of the better things to do.
Oh, yeah. Every now and then you have bad days. People see me doing this, and they don't understand why I'm doing it. They go to Venice Beach, New Orleans. They don't understand. I'm a street performer. I don't ask for money. I don't beg for money. That's all volunteer. You give what you want to give. I never ask for money like how much. Just whatever you want to give.
That's good. I think that's what a lot of people, the better acts are the ones who are doing that. They're doing it for their joy and other people's joy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, every time we stop and we love what you do. And I got to ask, have you ever thought about going with, a different setup, or is it kind of the same each time?
I used to go different, and then I found out KSSS, keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
Yeah, people come to know me as Robo Mike, so I stay that. Years ago, I came out as a clown. I was Robo Clown. And I was doing good until the movie It came out. Oh.
It just killed everything.
Yeah, and then Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Oh, that was it. That was it. Kids were done. Kids were done. I can't blame them.
I mean, for me, I've hated clowns ever since I was basically born because the first It came out with Tim Curry.
Yeah.
I was terrified of clowns. I never had a clown on my birthday. I never wanted it. I think I was 3 years old. They tried to bring a clown. I was like, nope, I'm out.
Exactly. And because my name really is Mike, and when I wear this afro, people say, oh, you're Michael Jackson. I go, no. I'm just Robo Mike. But I look in the mirror, and with my nose and my hair, I look like Michael Jackson when he was younger.
When he was younger, yeah.
So, in that sense, I'm Robo Mike. But I never say I'm Robo Jackson. I just say I'm Robo Mike as in Michael Potts. The crowd says Robo Jackson. That's on them.
Robo Jackson.
There's only one Michael, and there's only one Robo Mike. We're totally separate.
And clearly the only people who would say that you look like Michael Jackson are 27 and above.
Yeah.
Everyone else is like, he doesn't look like Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I know.
They don't know.
I know. I'll tell you.
So, are you a huge Broncos fan then?
Oh, of course I am.
Okay, I just had to make sure. So how do you feel about this game?
So far, I'm not panicking. 3 points is no big deal. So far, even though Denver's losing, we still overall played a better game. Just found out we got the second leading rushing game.
Yep.
So we're doing okay.
Now, but Philip Lindsay got thrown out of the game.
What happened?
Philip Lindsay, during a fumble, actually speared one of the players. It was actually one of the worst calls. it's why I'm totally against these new rules. I understand that they want football to be safe, but he's one of the nicest guys. I mean, I worked in Boulder for a couple of years and got to meet him. He's a great guy. Philip Lindsay getting thrown out is probably one of the worst.
If I'm
calls.
correct, I think his dad was Troy Lindsay.
Yes.
Went to TJ.
Yeah.
And yeah, actually, I know the whole family. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, great family. He is. I mean, he played here down in Denver. He played at Denver North.
See, I like that. He's loyal. All the way here. Yeah.
And I think it was kind of cool when he got picked up 7th round by or was he 7th or undrafted?
Yeah.
And he got picked up by the Broncos, and now he's been great. He's 100-yard game, a touchdown in his first game.
I tried it for the Broncos. I mean, starting water boy. Yeah.
Starting water boy?
Yeah. You know, they have a backup water boy, second string. Hey, someone's got to do it.
Someone's got to do it.
Hey, you get free games.
Hey.
And they're beautiful cheerleaders.
Yes, they are. And they are good at what they do.
Oh, yeah.
Now, were you there for when the Broncos – were you at the game when the Broncos won the Super Bowl?
No, but I was here downtown Denver at the Civic Center.
Civic Center?
And something that people don't know, I'm the only man in the history of America since they had parades, and I mean any sport. I rode in a fire truck with Mike Shanahan when they won their first Super Bowl.
Back in, what is that, 98?
Yep, I rode in the fire truck. And people say, what's the big deal about that? They don't allow nobody to ride with the coach except his immediate family, meaning Shanahan's own mom, brother, anybody can ride. I was allowed.
You were allowed. Why were you allowed?
Because I got there and I told him, you know, you need to have me ride with you. First he was like, well, what for? Think about it. You're going to be in a parade for 2 hours doing this here, the Mile High Salute, your arm is going to get tired. He said, get up here, you're right. So while he was doing interviews, I was his Mile High Saluter.
Okay.
And he says, Ben, I'm so glad you came up here because you're right. It gets tiresome doing that. And I made it up there.
And did you get tired doing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm a robot, so I know he would have been tired.
Yeah, I mean, you're supposed to be able to continue to go and go and go. Now, how do you recharge at the end of the day?
Usually Duracell battery or a Pepsi or a Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola?
It depends, yeah. Can't be the real thing.
Can't, didn't pick between one, like to do both?
I would go Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So then the second year when they won back-to-back, did you get to go on the fire truck again?
Oh, no.
No, not that year.
They said nobody is allowed to be on the truck. And I said, I was on last year, and they all said, yeah. How did you sneak past us? I walked past 500 cops, talked to Pat Bowling personally. I didn't sneak past. I was in costume. How can I sneak past? There's no way I could be sneaky and sneak on a fire truck. And come on now.
Well, then I got to ask, how was meeting Pat Bowling?
He was nice. He's very polite. His wife was beautiful, very nice, very polite.
I was going to say, I hear he is one of the kindest
Yes.
owners in the NFL.
He's nice, very nice.
And I always compare, Bowling to the Rooney family.
Yeah.
I think it's just two good families that know how to kind of run good systems.
Hell yeah. I remember when the Broncos won, you got kids that are 1 year old, 2, 3, 4. Some of the kids can't comprehend football, they're little. So when they see a robot, it's more animated, kind of getting them involved, get them involved,
I think that's why I think Fox Sunday, they do the robot to kind of like segue to everything they do.
Sometimes I wonder, I'm just saying wondering if they stole the ideal from me. Because I was doing a robot like that before they invented that.
Oh, yeah, because that's only been around since I think I was probably 7 years old when that came out.
Yeah.
That was 97, 98.
But even if they did steal it from me, I don't care. It must mean I have good taste.
Hey, you must be doing something right. You've been doing this since 89.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you're going to keep doing it for another 20?
Well, no, honestly, I can see this coming to an end eventually, but for now I'm doing it.
Now, will we get one last big performance?
Yeah.
If it did, okay.
I
got to make sure.
Oh, yeah.
So, is this kind of your normal area for 16th Street Mall, or do you kind of move up and down?
Well, normally it's like 100 feet back there.
Yeah.
But it's still there, but they shut down the Paramount, so Paramount was kind of home base, so
okay.
Henry's took me in.
Very nice.
And it's been great ever since.
Well, Henry's has been doing a good job. They've had these great watch parties. And
yeah.
I'm always amazed at how many people show up, and they got every game on.
And the windows open up. I like that. The sunshine can come in, the wind, the light. Oh, yeah.
And then hopefully they'll shut them when we get a little colder, which I'm still waiting for.
Yeah. It seems like in football and sports, everybody's complaining about they want to raise, sparing, cheating. Nobody ever considers the water boy. What about our feelings? I say the water boys need a raise.
I think they do. I mean, I watch how some of the players treat the water boys. They come up, they're holding the water bottle for them. Players are shoving them off.
Hey, one day we'll go on strike. They'll be like,
I need water.
Oh, now you want water. Now who's your daddy?
Oh.
Yeah, Adam Sattler. That's H2O water. Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Make him beg for it.
I'm a fan of Gatorade, but
Oh, yeah. I am.
I mean, could that have been you? Could you have been the water boy, like the actual, ended up playing football for him?
Well, when you're in an afro like this, they would have said, look, it's Michael Jackson. What's he doing over here? I don't know. Maybe I could have.
They would ask you to do the halftime show more than playing the game? Okay.
Yeah. With all this hair, like a giant pom-pom, could be a cheerleader. Go Broncos.
I mean, we both know the cheerleaders are very attractive. I don't think you would have minded, cheering with them.
Well, when you're a robot, they kind of turn you on, turn you on, turn you on. That's robot humor.
I like it. That works for me. You got some more robot humor to kind of share with everybody?
Of course I do. What do you call a former president with an afro?
What do you?
Fro-Obama. Fro-Obama.
So that's one of the last 9 years joke that you've come up with.
Well, you have to forgive me. You look familiar. From your fro fathers. A lot of hair puns.
A lot of hair puns, a lot of robot puns.
Yeah, that was fro-tastic.
You have a full dictionary of fro-tastic words.
Yeah. Hey, want to see me fly?
I do.
Buy me a plane ticket. That kills me. Buy me a plane ticket. That's the best.
Okay, I can see how. Yeah. I can see how this works.
Yeah. And now I will tell you something very personal about me that nobody knows.
All right, let's hear it.
I had a crush on Miss Piggy.
You had a crush on Miss Piggy?
I just found out she's a puppet.
Just found out.
Boy, did her boyfriend Kermit get mad. Oh, my God. He was hopping mad. He was green with envy. Then he told his dad, the Incredible Hulk. Whoa, was he angry, man? Talk about anger matters, man. Hulk smash. I said, Hulk smash potato. Hey, we're going to smash mashed potatoes.
I agree with that because mashed potatoes are the best part.
That's right. And this suit is hot. I'm burning up. That's okay.
I was going to say, I mean, this is what, 85 degrees outside?
Yeah, in here about 100.
Oof.
Yeah. Then I'll go over here, get a little relaxation, cool down.
Get a little relaxation.
Yeah, can of oil.
Okay, there you go. Well, very nice. Well,
I enjoyed the interview. That's my son, Luke Skywalker. He's a fine Jedi.
Well, we're gonna work on his workouts here.
Okay.
Shortly.
Yeah, young lady.
He's calling for Jena to come back. I will hand this back over.
She also does my hair.
She does your hair. Oh, okay.
I love your hair.
Look at this. Oh, thank you. There you go.
Thanks, Robo Mike. Patrick, your brother says that you love the camera.
Patrick does love the camera. We'll get Patrick back on here. How was that, guys? Did you guys enjoy the robot halftime show?
Robo Mike, 7th coolest thing in Denver, apparently. I feel like
they need to regroup and listen to some Metallica in the locker room, come out angry. Mr. B is one of the nicest people I've ever had the pleasure to meet. Yes, Pat Bowlen was kind of universally beloved, I would say. I don't know if I've ever heard any more positive reaction to an owner in sports than to Pat Bowlen, who, by the way, should be getting into the Hall of Fame this year, which is or next year technically, which is great.
Here's the thing.
Look, let's get down to brass tacks here. Pragmatism. I think we all hope that Pat Bowlen's health stays solid, so that he can be alive for this, and
alive for what's this?
For being inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Oh, absolutely. I
think that matters. I think that stuff matters to fans. I think it matters to his family, especially after his wife.
Society in general.
Well, he was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and his wife is now being diagnosed with Alzheimer's as well. I can't imagine what it would be like to actually be in their family and have to go through that, but
it's incredibly difficult. My great-grandfather had Alzheimer's, and he could remember certain things, but
yeah,
not.
Well, see,
not everything.
My great-grandfather had Alzheimer's.
I just said that. Quit copying me.
But see, what I was saying is I wasn't alive.
Oh.
I wasn't alive before he passed away. So he passed away from Alzheimer's before I was born.
I see.
So I have relatives who have suffered from Alzheimer's, but I don't really know what it's like watching them go through it.
It's more just, I mean, like, I was just a little kid, and he already had developed it, my great-grandfather.
Yeah.
And he would tell me war stories, and then he'd tell me the same war story like 5 minutes later.
Yeah.
That's the only real interaction I got to have with him.
Well, at any rate, we hope Pat Bowlen not only gets into the Hall of Fame, but that his family and the whole situation transpires the way they want it to.
Yeah.
And that he gets to enjoy it, at least on some level. Case Keenum, 2nd and 10.
What?
Passes the ball out. It is short of Emmanuel Sanders, and this is one of the limitations of Case Keenum is that his arm strength is not that good.
That's like the second ball I've seen exactly like that, to Sanders' feet.
Yeah.
Like, arm strength, can't he just hit the gym a little bit?
Yeah.
We know you need to. Guys, actually, you're wearing... Whose arm is bigger?
What?
Whose arm? Your arm... Okay, don't flex.
I'm not flexing. I'm
You
just
are
holding
flexing.
my arm up.
I'm not flexing. Your
I'm just
muscle
holding
all
my
of a
arm
sudden poked out of your arm.
I'm just
I'm
holding
not...
Why don't you...
I'm not flexing.
I'm just holding my arm up.
She said, even when they're flexed, sweetie, they don't look big. That was your wife's words. Look how
Everybody,
sweet she
why is everybody so in like just obsessed with trying to take me down a peg?
We are
Everybody
not
is just all the time. It's just get TJ Day every day.
Because you like to build yourself up. I don't do that.
That's right. Connor Cape, voice of the Rapids, who's here at Henry's Tavern. Voice of the Rapids. He doesn't go after me.
Yes,
Connor's a friend. Connor
is from
This is right.
Kansas City. Connor hates you by
Connor's-
association with Kansas City.
No, but he doesn't care about the Chiefs. 'Cause he's a Patriots fan, and I respect the Patriots.
Oh, you
So
respect the
I
Patriots
do.
then.
I have no respect for the Chiefs. None at all. I don't respect them. I don't respect their fans. Their fans are terrible. They've won
And
nothing
this
in their
is
franchise's
why
history.
They hate you. Quit it.
No, but they need
Say
to,
something nice right now
They need to
about
know-
Kansas City. Just say one nice thing.
great barbecue. And also
That's all he's got
great
for you.
barbecue, and I have to say, amazing,
women, hello?
amazing women. Yes, amazing. I'm married a Kansas City girl,
Right.
but I also married a Kansas City girl who doesn't give a rip about the Chiefs, which is
Any sports. Let's be
or any
honest.
sport. Yeah, she
At
doesn't
all.
care. Yeah, she doesn't care about that.
Does she know? She
doesn't care
knows
about
enough.
sports at
She
all.
knows the Chiefs are good. She just said they were kicking ass a second ago.
Patrick says, Jenna by far. Let's see. Hold on a second.
Me
here.
by far what?
Respect to your grandfather for serving Jenna.
Thanks.
And then Patrick
Dale?
says Jenna by far. Jenna's by far. Patrick,
By far
also
what?
creating a stronger arm is the hardest thing to do as a quarterback
Oh,
because
my
you have to
arms.
work everything, hips, legs, shoulder, etc.
My arms are bigger by far, he said.
Oh.
Sucks to be you.
It's just because I have been fasting, basically. I have
No,
not been
you
eating
haven't
very
been
much, and
fasting.
I've lost a lot of weight.
You haven't been eating because you allow stress into your life.
I've been very stressed out. It's true. I've been very stressed out.
See, when I'm stressed, I eat more.
All right, I'm watching this Patrick Mahomes play because everybody keeps
That's not the
yelling at
one
me.
we're talking
Oh, wow,
about.
he threw to nobody. All
We're
right,
not talking about
great.
that.
Yeah.
play.
No, that was the play. That's live. That's real time.
Yeah, we're not talking. We were talking about the play that you need to watch.
See, this is the game. This is the transition game. The Niners are going to give everybody else the second half. In the second half, watch this. Watch the Niners make this a game in the second half because all of a sudden they figured out, oh, we just do this one
Share
thing.
this video with
And it
Kansas City
totally
fans.
derails Patrick Mahomes' entire psyche, and he can't throw the ball anymore. That's going to
Okay.
happen. That moment's going to happen. It might be right now.
Is it?
Watching that play it was like, oh, wow, no receivers are open. Imagine that.
That's not Mahomes' fault if no receivers are open.
Kale says, at least your beard game is strong, TJ. Thank you very much.
You know
I
what?
do have a good
will-
beard. I got a good beard.
What are the standards for good beard? I will let you win the beard game, but if I was a male Mexican, because I'm a female Mexican, we just have small beards. But if I was a male Mexican, I'd beat you at the beard game too.
Craig says Jena has bigger guns than Mr. T.
Yes. Thank you, Craig.
Craig also says beards rock. I just sport the goatee action. Oh, there goes Alex Collins against the Broncos defense.
Oh, he got stepped on.
Picks up about 15 yards on first down.
Craig, when are you going to come out and actually do one of these lives with us and hang out?
Yeah, come on, Craig. Come on out. I bet you and Robo Mike would have a lot of fun together.
And Craig, share this video with your friends because you got lots of Broncos fans.
Patrick says, I'll admit your beard is better than mine, but you're like 40.
Actually, I think Patrick's beard's better because it's red.
Patrick does have a red beard. Is it a little bit like Eric the Red, right?
A little bit. More importantly, better than yours.
Patrick the Red. That's what we'll call him.
You have a little of red tones, lighter tones in there.
Chris says, hey, Bronco great Dan Neal is a former Texas Longhorn. What does that have to do with the price of tea in China, Chris? I mean, that's great. I mean, good for him that he's a former Longhorn. Let's see. Flacco.
Wow, with a ton of time.
Out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and 5. No receiver was in the vicinity. He wasn't outside of the pocket. No flag on that. Looked like there should have been a flag for intentional grounding. He didn't get outside of the pocket. He's not throwing to anybody. Why is that not a flag? That absolutely should have been intentional grounding. Absolutely should have been intentional grounding on Joe Flacco. 3rd and 5 now. Baltimore leads 20-14.
Guys, we want to know. We were debating this while you guys were watching Robo Mike.
Flacco rolls out of the pocket and throws downfield. Incomplete. He was looking for number 10. There will be a flag on the play. Let's see what this is. Are they going to call holding? This looks like a holding. Offsides on the defense again. This is the second offsides on the defense. This time on Derek Wolfe, number 95.
Oh, wow.
People here and it looked also looked like a false start to me on the left tackle, Staley.
You don't want to tell everybody our debate that we had at halftime?
Chris asks, who has a better beard, me or Ari? Me.
Ari.
Ari does not have a better beard than me.
I love Ari. Ari wins everything. Ari to the moon. Ari beats you at everything. Just because he's Ari. Love Ari. Tag Ari in this video.
Once again, this is one of those things where I feel like I get very unfairly attacked.
Because you build yourself up so much that we got to bring you back down to earth. You do.
I can't build myself up at all.
Big head.
I can't build myself up at all. I have to be very self-deprecating. People don't want me to like myself.
You have to be.
People don't want me to like
Ari
myself.
Temkin, come watch this live video because I heart you.
Patrick's saying Henry's has some rowdy fans. Some very passionate
Broncos fans out here.
Oh, that's complete to John Brown. Brown gets the first down on 2nd and 10. It is now first down there for Baltimore.
The Broncos are about to get their first loss of the season.
It looks like it. If they can't get to Joe Flacco with the pass rush, and they can't prevent their receivers from getting open.
I don't think it's just the defense, though. If they haven't produced on offense, the defense has honestly given them plenty of chances to produce.
Well, that's the other side of this, is that the offense has not pulled their weight.
Absolutely.
Flacco drops back, going downfield. That goes out of bounds. This time caught by Marquette King on the sideline.
Marquette King was doing a lot of practice catching, throwing the ball in preseason practices that we were at.
Yep.
And I was saying they should really utilize him more than just as
kicker. I think the thing that helps Denver here is that it's only a one-score game, and if they can keep it to a field goal here, I mean a field goal or whatever, it doesn't really matter. But if they can get a stop here, that will force Baltimore to either go for it or punt. There goes Alex Collins. He gets a solid 4 yards there. 4 yards there from Alex Collins. Broncos force a 3rd down here. And Von Miller there on the tackle with Alex Collins. Kayla's saying lots of game left, Jenna. Yeah, don't be a negative
I'm not
person.
being negative.
Don't be a negative person.
A negative person. Negative Nancy is what the phrase
Negative
usually
Nancy?
is used. Yeah, you've never
What
heard
about-
negative Nancy?
What about a negative Nathan?
Yeah, that's what you are about Patrick Mahomes.
I'm not negative.
By the way,
I'm not allowed to compliment Patrick Mahomes.
you compliment him constantly, and no one wants to hear it because you stuck your foot in your mouth ahead of time by saying that you didn't think he was going to be as good as he has turned out to be.
Right. I
As
made the
soon as he
mistake.
did.
I made the mistake of saying that I did not think he was going to be the greatest quarterback ever through 3 games.
No, that's not true. You said.
I said that I didn't think that their offense was going to be as good as people thought it was going to be.
Quit yelling at me.
And once again here, the issue is that I thought this would be inverted. I actually think this is a bad thing for Mahomes and for the Chiefs. Because they're going to get a false sense of accomplishment and a false sense of how good they are when they're not actually this good.
Okay.
And then they're gonna really struggle to overcome that. And they're like, we were doing so well for so long, and now it's not working anymore, and I don't know how to fix this. Because that's how Andy Reid is. He doesn't know how to fix things. He knows how to plan, and if that plan works, it works great. But if it doesn't work, he's screwed. So to this point, the plan's worked. When the plan's working, I know Andy Reid is good. When the plan's working, I knew Patrick Mahomes was going to be good. I just didn't think the plan was going to work this soon. And I also didn't know that this is going to fast forward everything. It's going to fast forward when you figure out the plan and where everybody else starts capitalizing on the plan. And then Patrick Mahomes is going to end up throwing a lot of picks because he doesn't understand that people know things about him now. That's what happens to rookie quarterbacks. It's what happens to all quarterbacks, whether they're rookies or not. It happens to Aaron Rodgers, happens to Tom Brady. You think Patrick Mahomes is better than Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers? Because if you think that, then you don't like me. But if you think that he's not as good as Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady, that is a huge play there. Good throw there from Joe Flacco. Once again to the tight end, Andrews. He had the other big play in the first half for the Ravens. And once again here, it's a 30-yard gain by the tight end. Right down the middle of the field. Great throw.
Broncos defenders just ran into each other. Three.
It was in a triple coverage, and they
ran into each other.
Completed pass.
That needs to be on a blooper reel somewhere.
Chris is saying Aaron Rodgers is garbage. Patrick is saying, so when are we talking about the Rockies?
Thank you, Patrick.
What do you want to
I want to talk about the Rockies.
No, you don't.
I want to talk about
they're not going to make the postseason.
It is sad, but I think that this is going to set them up to, because honestly, it's good that Arenado is actually in a slump right now because this proves that he is not as clutch as he needs to be demanding a high contract. So next year he has to re-sign his contract with the Rockies or someone else, and this gives the Rockies a good opportunity to keep him by saying, hey, you didn't have a great end of last season. We need to see some work. And next year, the Rockies will be headed to the World Series. I called it a long time ago. You can check all our video feeds. Every time I talk about the Rockies in 2019 will be headed to the World Series.
2019 Rocky World Series.
That's correct.
But that's only if Arenado re-signs.
Well, his contract ends at the end of next year. Right. So, I mean, which they would probably drop him prior to. If he's not going to re-sign, they would drop him.
They're going to have to be good.
They will be good.
And then on top of being good, they're also going to have to add some pieces. They're not because they don't have enough pitchers. They do not have the pitching. They don't. Hey,
Who
Connor,
is not stepping up in pitching other than Tyler Anderson?
Connor witnessed a team that won the World Series in Kansas City, so he knows.
Oh gosh.
Look, do the Rockies have the pitching to win a World Series at present? No.
Get rid of Tyler Anderson and you get a new pitcher.
That's one pitcher.
That's the only thing they need to get rid of is one pitcher.
Oh, you think Germán Marquez, doughy Germán Marquez,
okay,
who's never lifted a weight in his life.
All pitchers are doughy.
He's never even done anything. What
he has lifted a weight
done?
in his life.
Has he?
For sure.
I'm gonna start calling him Frito Lay. That's what I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna call Germán Marquez Frito Lay.
Hilarious. Germán Marquez joined two other pitchers, Ubaldo Jimenez and Pedro Astacio, to be the only three pitchers in Rockies history to have gotten over 200 strikeouts in in a season.
Yeah.
So German Marquez is an ace. Don't get rid of German Marquez. What you need to get rid of is Tyler Anderson because he's been blowing it. He's a good student of the game. He studies after every single inning. He's studying his pitching. But he's not ready. He needs to go. Sensatella's pitching great.
Craig says Ray Lewis was high energy. He was a beast. Chris says Aaron Rodgers is garbage. Kale says he was the heart of that team on both sides of the ball. Patrick, Dodgers have D-backs, Giants, Cardinals have Brewers, Cubs.
Patrick says I could curl you.
That's not true.
I could.
It's not true. I have lean muscle. Here's the thing. I have lean
muscle is not. Yeah. I could curl you.
How much do you think I was at the gym? I did upper body yesterday. How much do you think I was
He went to the
bench
gym one time, and now he thinks that.
Oh, that's it. They're going to mark it down at the 1.
Okay.
Backup tight end there, Boyle. Was close to the touchdown. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 1 yard line.
I feel like you don't think he got it?
He didn't, but it was very close.
It was so close.
That is. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 2-inch mark. It's very, very close.
It's easily a touchdown here, unless the Denver.
I mean, all they've got to do is Joe Flacco just has to lean forward. Look how close that ball is marked to the touchdown.
Timeout, Denver.
Kale says the war paint and the tunnel dance must have been intimidating to opposing players. Chris says Ray Lewis hid evidence in a murder case as a white suit. A white suit?
And a white suit.
Ray Lewis hid evidence in a murder case, a white suit.
Huh?
I don't know what that means. But
yeah, I'm not a Ray Lewis fan either.
Ray Lewis did obstruct justice. That happened. Oh, yeah, they're going to mark him at the 3.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to mark him out at the 3. He had his knee down on the ground about the 3-yard line, so they're going to move this ball back about 3 yards.
So at the beginning of the season, you had a lot of critiques for Vance Joseph. What do you think now?
Right now?
Yeah, we're 3 games in.
I think that he's better than he was last year. I don't think that he's good. I want to make it very clear. I don't think that he is good enough to be a head coach still. If they win this year, it will be in spite of him, not because of him.
Win what? Have a winning season or
yeah,
win the
winning
Super
season.
Bowl?
Yeah, win this year just means more wins than
I'm just
losses.
clarifying.
20-14, 7:29 to go in the 3rd quarter. Broncos are knocking on the door here. Or I'm sorry, Ravens are knocking on the door here, but it looks like they're going to move this ball back. It's going to be about 3rd and 4. 3rd and goal from the 4. That's what it's going to be.
Is anyone else seeing this Vance Joseph ball cap he has on? It's pretty cute. Pretty cute. The baseball hat he's wearing.
I mean, it's a nice hat.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call
would wear it.
Cute.
It's definitely cute.
It's definitely cute.
The hat is cute. Hat's cute.
Craig says, why call a timeout? Come on, Broncos. I think they were trying to get the review why that was going on. Ray Lewis. Patrick says, TJ, I want to make a bet. If the Rockies don't make it, I'll never it up again.
Never bring it up again?
And if they do, show your legs live. No.
Live
I'm
with chicken legs. We want the chicken legs live. They're so small, you guys. Like the smallest legs you've ever seen. Like maybe like a 4th grader with hairy legs.
No. Here's the bet.
Here's
the bet. If the Rockies make the postseason, I will show you my legs. I'll show you my legs. If they make the postseason.
Are you going to be wearing shorts? Are you going to be wearing pants? Are you going to be wearing like a thong?
If they don't make the postseason, Patrick has to do a remote with us wearing the same outfit he wore when he was a competitive bodybuilder. So he has to wear the tiny little thong.
No, but when he did bodybuilding, he didn't do...
Ravens got the ball in. That's a touchdown for the Ravens. That will make it 26-14.
Some of the bodybuilders wear the little bikini bottom, but other bodybuilders wear board shorts. I think Patrick did the board short version. So, I mean, that's not really...
No. He needs to wear a Speedo.
So
he needs to oil up. He needs to oil up.
He needs to get the fake tan.
Put the bronzer on.
Okay.
I mean real bronzer, like a lot of bronzer.
He's going to have to go somewhere professional to do
you
this.
can see that his eyes, like, he's got raccoon eyes. All right, what are they waiting for here? Are they waiting for another review? Let's see here. 26-14. Allen scored the touchdown. There's some concern over whether or not he actually got into the end zone. All scoring plays are reviewed, so they're going to go back and look at this. Vance Joseph shaking his head in disbelief that they called that a touchdown. Tucker's going to kick it, so they're going to say it's good. No review necessary. And 26-14. It's about to be 27-14. Justin Tucker makes it in, and it is now 27-14. That is not good. A two-score game now for the Broncos. 13-point lead for the Ravens. 13-point lead now for the Ravens. And this is not a good look. Not a good look. Patrick is saying, what's cute? It's cute. What's cute?
What's cute is Vance Joseph's baseball cap that he has on. I want one.
Kale saying he didn't get in. Was that a touchdown? Yes or no? I think it. I think it wasn't. But you know that's you got to either throw the flag or I'm not even sure.
It wasn't a touchdown. No.
Was it?
It was a touchdown.
It was a touchdown.
It was a touchdown.
It was a touchdown.
Are you just trying to side with Broncos for once so that somebody will like you right now?
No, I'm just saying I'm curious what your thoughts are. Was it or was it not a touchdown?
I thought it was in. I thought it was a touchdown.
Let's see, Patrick, deal. What's cute?
Baseball cap, Patrick. The baseball cap is cute.
Yeah, Patrick, we want you to wear your Speedo. That's exactly right. You'll have to do a whole broadcast in your Speedo.
If the Rockies make the playoffs, then he's going to wear the Speedo and show his legs.
Yeah,
I'm
fine with that. I'm very comfortable with my body.
We know. We've heard. Except for you
very comfortable.
Have an incorrect image.
Oh. Very, very, I'm all sore. My upper body's all sore from all the work I did at the gym yesterday.
That's because it's been like 5 months. You get extra sore when you don't go often.
Man, hurts.
Okay.
Hurts. Really sore.
Do you need a break?
I'm really sore.
You're not.
Let's see. Kale says, I didn't see him cross the goal line on the replay either. Kale, they probably would have though, so it doesn't really matter, I guess. Yes, touchdown. Joey's saying it was a touchdown. I like you, TJ, and I like Jena too, but she's wrong this time. Sorry.
About the touchdown?
About the touchdown. You're wrong about the touchdown.
I guess I need to see another replay, Kale.
Joey is saying, unfortunately, it was a touchdown. So we have a disagreement in the chat as well. Some people are saying, unfortunately, it was a touchdown. Some people are saying it
All I know is I see
touchdown.
27 on the screen, so I guess it was a touchdown. But we could see that replay. You think they'll play it again?
No, probably not. Everybody else has moved on already.
Yeah.
All right, that kick once again out of the end zone, no return. Philip Lindsay, by the way, was ejected from this game in the first half for throwing punches in a pile, and so he was ejected in this game. The Broncos started off two touchdowns on their first two drives, and ever since then it has been all punts. They've had 7 consecutive punts in this game.
Oops. Trying to get us some stats
after scoring touchdowns on their first 2 drives.
Stats on this game. Let's see.
G is saying, what's up? What have I missed? You've missed the Broncos collapsing. I think that's what you've missed. You've missed them giving up a lot of points over the last quarter and a half or so. Royce Freeman bouncing it to the outside. He's going to get a first down. Oh, he's stopped right at the line to gain, and it'll be 2nd and inches after a 9-yard gain there by Royce Freeman. All right, let's, Jena, I'm going to go ahead and show people what's going on here in the bar for just a second. Show everybody what's going on here. This is Henry's Tavern. Lots of great people here to watch the game. As you can see there in the background, you got Chiefs, Niners.
You got Robo Mike.
You got Robo Mike. You got a lot of Broncos fans. You got all kinds of stuff going on here.
First down, Broncos. I was going to give us a little game update. Third quarter for Bills Vikings, 27-0 Bills in that game.
Bills 27-0 over the Vikings.
Over the Vikings.
That's crazy. That's a very odd scoreline.
The Vikings kicker, who they released last week, went to my high school.
Oh, okay.
He's like the only guy who's done something big in football from my high school.
What about?
But they released him because he missed 3 field goals.
What was the quarterback's name? Something Sutton?
Yeah.
Bo Sutton.
He has bigger legs than you.
Bo Sutton. Yeah, good for him that he has bigger legs than me.
It's not hard. I have bigger legs than you.
27-14.
It could be worse, Broncos fans. It could be 27-0, like the Vikings are dealing with right now. Shout out to the only Vikings fans I know.
This has been the worst that the offense has looked so far, and I think that part of the problem obviously is Phillip Lindsay out of this game, but also too, Case Keenum has not gone downfield at all in the passing game.
It's been he's only 7 for 15.
It's all been really short dink and dunk stuff so far. Keenum rolling outside, throws the ball for a first. And is that a reception? Yes. Freeman gets the catch for the first down. So
every
they're going to
ball
keep
that
the chains
he's throwing,
moving.
Though, it's going downwards.
It is, yes.
It's not good. For Giants-Texans, we're at 29. Fourth quarter, 20-9. Giants are winning. In the Packers-Redskins game, we got 17-28. For the Redskins in the third quarter. The Chiefs are murdering the San Francisco.
All right, big reception there by Demaryius Thomas. He gets all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Finally.
27-14.
There we go. Flag on the play, though.
Holding on the offense. That's going to erase it. That is holding on the offense. They're going backwards. That's going to be a 10-yard penalty on Garrett Bowles, who had a huge problem with holding all last year. He led the entire NFL in holding calls for a single player. And, yep, that is absolutely holding. That is, you can't do that. That is going to get flagged every single time. That was, you tackled. You can't tackle the defense. You can't. That's against the rules.
Yeah.
Garrett Bowles, that was absolutely a hold. I don't know what else to say. Garrett Bowles held the defender.
Garrett
was a good
Bowles
call.
needs more practice in.
I'll take another.
Yeah, I was thinking the Bloody Maria. Thank you.
Bloody Marita?
Marita.
Bloody Marita. All right, now they're just going to hand the ball off on 1st and 20. Was that Booker or is that Freeman?
So there's been 2 passes that could have been great.
But weren't.
One because Cortland Sutton dropped the ball.
Yep.
And now because of holding.
Yep. All right, let's see here. DT finally has a big play and penalty kills it. Yeah, I mean, that was really unfortunate. Why are they showing Phillip Lindsay walking to the locker room?
They're just updating people who are just chiming in, just like you just did.
Kale is saying, for fuck's sake.
Kale, tell us your story. How exactly did you become a Broncos fan when you're from Canada?
Keenum going downfield. That's a reception for Demaryius Thomas. That is a first down reception.
Cross your fingers, no flags.
Demaryius Thomas hauls it in, no flags. That's a first down.
There we go. We got one.
I think that's, other than the last throw to Demaryius Thomas, that's the longest downfield Keenum's thrown the ball. So,
right,
17 yards. Keenum going out into the flat to Devontae Booker, who breaks a couple of tackles, gets harangued out of bounds at after a 5-yard gain. So it'll be 2nd and 6. They're going to mark it. 2nd and 6.
The Raiders are beating the Dolphins 17-14 at the end of the third quarter.
Yep.
The Colts and Eagles are tied 13-13 with at the start of the fourth quarter. We got 6-6 Titans Jaguars in the fourth quarter.
Yep. We're doing a long distance handshake. Patrick and I are doing a long-distance handshake.
You saw it. I
for the
saw
deal.
it. It's done deal.
If the Rockies make the postseason, I show my legs, and
In a
if they
Speedo.
don't,
In a Speedo. You agreed to wear a Speedo.
and if they don't, I wear a Speedo. I will. I'll wear a Speedo. But if they don't,
Patrick
Patrick
has to wear the Speedo.
with bronzer.
Okay.
Bronzer, head to toe. And a little number. He's got to have a little number, like a 17 or something.
It's just the opposite. If they make it, you got to do it. If they don't make it, Patrick's got to do it.
No.
Yes,
He
yes.
wears bronzer. He's got to do the whole body.
So you're gonna go up all whitey?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not that white.
You are pretty white. I know under this stuff you're whiter than you are right here, and this is pretty pale.
I'm doing okay. All right, 2nd and 16 now for the Broncos. They're always in long yardage situations. This is not good for the Broncos. They're every series they're in a long yardage situation. Every 4 downs.
There's a flag on the play.
Oh, and another drop
in the
this time by
numbers.
Emmanuel Sanders. And it's going to look like is it offsides? What are they going to call? Offsides on the defense.
On the defense.
3 offsides calls in this game. 2 have been on Denver. That's the first one on Baltimore.
Bengals-Panthers are 21-28. Bengals have the ball with 21 points, and it's the 4th quarter. That's a good game.
Kale says Pat Bolin was a lawyer up here in Edmonton many years ago, Jenna. And when I was a kid, my friends of my mom's worked for him, and he gave her a ride home one day when her car broke down to pick up her kids from our house, and he came in too. So
That's awesome.
very
That's
nice.
a great
Emmanuel
story.
Sanders there with a reception on 2nd and 11. Sanders getting them close to the first down mark. Sanders, though,
limping?
coming up limping. That's not good. Let's see here what happened. And it wasn't tackled or anything like that. Looks like it might have been an ankle thing, perhaps. Kind of got pulled on his ankle a little bit. Sanders still in the game, though. 3rd and 2. Third and 2. Minute 40 to go in the 3rd quarter. Case Keenum.
Come on, it's only 2, Case.
And he throws the ball, and it
It's
goes
only
through
2
the
yards.
hands of Emmanuel Sanders.
It is 2 yards.
4th and 2. I think they need to go for it here. I think
Another
this is
flag?
flag on the play.
There have been a lot of flags in this game.
There have.
There have been an excessive
A
amount.
lot of flags. I don't like how much how involved.
Against Denver.
Very cool story, Kale, about Pat Bolin.
That actually is a really cool story. I mean, that makes sense why you would be a fan.
For sure.
Unnecessary roughness.
On the
Ronald
Broncos, Ronald Leary is getting flagged for unnecessary roughness. And let's take a look at what happened here on the replay, because I did not see what happened. I did not see what they're talking about here.
Do you think maybe now you'd agree that there's some home reffing? Or not at all?
Home reffing?
Right, like that the refs
I
are
don't know.
going
That
for the home
doesn't
team.
really Oh, they declined the penalty. Of course they did. Ronald Leary, 4th and 17 here. That was not a good offensive series for the Broncos
It
at
was
all.
2 yards. 2. We couldn't get 2?
Bad offensive series there. A lot of drops, penalties, everything good there. Great special teams work there by
Cortland
Sutton.
He seems better on special teams than maybe on offense. Is that
He
a
had
rough-
one drop. He had one
this
drop.
game? He's only got 1 pass to him.
Well, he's not a starter, so
Yeah. So you're not a starter. You get a pass to you. You got to catch it. You got to catch it.
It was
Last
okay.
game he dropped one too.
Sure.
You want to get Connor on here?
Yeah, Connor, come over here. Come over here, Connor.
Get some
Here, you talk to
rapids.
Connor. You
All
talk to
right, I'll do Connor's interview. You got the new iPhone?
I did. I got it
Fancy.
Friday.
Fancy. Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah,
Yes?
Columbus, Ohio.
So you were in Columbus yesterday?
I was in Columbus this morning.
What? You came straight from the airport here?
No, heck no.
Oh, I thought I was going to convince people, like, Connor made it from the airport to Henry's Tavern. That's
Just-
how
yeah.
awesome it is to be here.
Well, I mean, I went straight home. We had an early flight from Columbus. I landed, went home, and I live like 5 minutes from here.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
I'm down here quite a bit because
Yeah.
Henry's is that cool. And
Henry's
that
is an
great.
awesome spot. Yeah, let's do it.
I think that worked. That was good.
It's so big. After the ball games, it's so big. People behind you can't see the game. They ask me to stand up, but when you stand aside, they can't see the game.
They can't see the game over his afro. That's
What's that, an
hilarious.
afro?
So, Connor, why don't you tell everybody watching exactly what you do? We've kind of mentioned it a few times, but we haven't.
Yeah, I guess it's a little bit of a mystery, isn't it? I work for the Colorado Rapids, the MLS team here in Denver. I do the radio play-by-play on altitude 92.5 and altitude 950, whichever we're on. I got this job back in March. Connor McGahee had the job previously. Now Connor McGahee, as most people know, is the radio voice of the Avs. So thank you, Connor, for leaving and opening up this opportunity for
Moving
me.
on. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's
I thought Connor McGahee, wasn't he with the Rockies for a little bit too?
Yeah, he was with AT&T, and
Yeah.
he was doing stuff with the Rockies as well. Yeah.
And then, yeah.
And now he's back full-time with Altitude, working for
Awesome.
KSE.
Yeah, I've met him a few times, but I don't think he would recognize me, even though we've had
Are
a few
you saying,
interactions.
like, Connor McGahee is, like, big-timing you?
I guess so, yeah. Even though I don't know that he's big time, big time. He's big time Colorado,
He's pretty
big time Denver.
He's big time.
Yeah.
People know him. He's
I'm
also
big
the
time
voice-
Denver if you are talking Latinos. Amongst Latinos, I'm big time. Yeah.
He's also the voice of Mile High.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, and he
Okay.
he does a bunch of voice of Pepsi Center stuff as well. Though I guess now with the Avs, he's going to be focusing on that full
More
time.
on hockey. Hockey's cool.
Hockey's not cool.
It wouldn't be the sport I would choose, but
not cool.
it's cool. You get to hit people and
I grew up in Kansas City. There's no hockey scene there.
at all.
Never got into it. No.
Not even like youth hockey.
No, not even like youth hockey.
Wow.
If Baltimore scores here, even if it's 3 points, this game's over.
Right. That was a
'Cause
catch right there.
That was a catch. It was almost a first down.
Yeah.
Broncos
Just
are
shy.
in trouble. Case Keenum is in trouble. The
Do you-
drops.
I keep saying that I think Case Keenum kind of looks like John Elway.
I don't
Like
think he
they
looks
have
like a
these
horse.
like kind of saggy cheeks. They both have these like really rectangular heads, saggy cheeks. Do you know what I mean? Okay, I'm gonna prove it to you. I'll send you like a picture later. Case Keenum's
So
face.
do you like put
And I
some
bet
thought
you
into
it's-
this, or
Yeah, I've been putting some thought into it. It's like not young John Elway. Young Case Keenum looks like old John Elway.
old John Elway is very saggy face.
Saggy face, yeah. Saggy
Case Keenum
cheeks.
has like chipmunk cheeks.
But they like hang down here like a burro or something. Do you speak Spanish at all? Come on, you do MLS. You gotta speak some.
Yo también. Yo soy fiesta.
Okay.
El trabajar. I don't know. I don't speak Spanish. I know a couple key phrases. I don't know what they mean.
Yeah. Most of my friends only know like how to hit on women in Spanish and curse.
I don't even know how to do that.
You gotta pick up your game. Come on.
I know how to like. What is trash? Basura?
Close, yeah, but yeah.
Close?
Yeah.
I feel like my friends use that a lot when they're talking about me.
Do we have any? We have like one Latino player on the team who's from Denver, right? On the Rapids.
On the Rapids from Denver.
He's like a homer.
I don't know if there's going to be from Denver. I have to think about it. Edgar Castillo is a Hispanic, Mexican heritage, but he's from New Mexico.
Mhm.
So he's played for the U.S. men's national team.
Yeah.
He plays left back for us. And he's probably been our MVP this year, to
Yeah.
be honest. Though a lot of guys know Spanish. Coach knows Spanish.
Okay.
You kind of have to know Spanish in soccer. You're right.
Yeah.
Like the fact that
I think
don't
that that's
is
where
not a good
baseball's
thing.
headed.
That's definitely where baseball is headed.
No one wants to believe me on that. I've been trying to tell the Rockies for a good 2 years. They need to up their Spanish game and their
Really?
Spanish audience. They don't want to hear it.
That's weird because you'd think like Spanish is it's so big in baseball.
It is so big, and
You think you walk into
teams
the
are starting.
clubhouse,
Yeah,
you hear Spanish more than you hear English.
right. And teams are starting to be more than 50% Latino representation in baseball. So, like teams like Milwaukee, San Diego, they're starting to really be more than 50%. And I mean, a couple more years, it'll be 70, 80% Latino on a team.
I root for the Kansas City Royals, and
Tragic.
What?
That sucks.
Why?
Because you should be rooting for our Colorado Rockies, who are a game and a half out of the playoffs.
I am from Kansas City, born and raised, so I root for the Kansas City Royals. We won a World Series in 2015.
We'll forgive you.
I like the Rockies. I don't root against the Rockies. I just
Kansas City's not in it. They're totally out.
we won a World Series in 2015.
It's true.
We have that, and
1,
1985.
2. Okay. Well, I didn't know 85. That was before I was born.
Before I was born, I don't have any memory of the 1985 World Series. But George Brett, Frank White, but no, they have a ton of Latino players.
Yeah.
They actually did a night a couple of months ago. They did Spanish or Hispanic.
Yeah, they do Dia de.
And they were Los Reales.
Los
on their
Reales,
jerseys.
They did that here in Colorado. The Rockies, Dia de los Rockies was 2 Sundays ago or 1 Sunday ago. And I went to attend the event. I always attend. I mean, I was working with the Rockies at the first half of the season, and I was insanely disappointed with Dia de los Rockies. They bring out people to sign autographs. They brought out not one Latino player. On Dia de los Rockies,
No cargo.
no cargo, nobody. So I went down to the field.
Marquez.
And I waved over, and I got Marquez to come over, and I got Cuevas to come over, and they signed some autographs for like the kids around me. But they only did that because they know me personally, not because the team set it up for them.
That's a little ridiculous.
Yeah, and you have players like they had Valleca. He's a AAA player all year. He didn't do anything this year, and they have him signing autographs on Dia de los Rockies. And they're all Latino kids sitting in the stands. You know, it's too bad.
That's definitely an oversight by the Rockies, but I think what happens in that situation is organizations, like whenever a player has to make an appearance, they pay the player for that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's usually the players, the higher profile the player is, the more stuff they're asked to do.
I mean, Cuevas did have a stint here with the Rockies for, a few months of the season, but primarily played AAA. He could have sat out there and signed autographs.
Yeah, you'd think. And right now in Major League Soccer, it's Hispanic Heritage Month. Started on the 15th, going to go to October 15th. So we're doing a full 4 weeks of that.
That's awesome. 4 whole weeks. Ooh, player injured on the sideline for Baltimore. Did you know? Do you know who that was?
I did not see who that was.
I didn't see his number.
But the Broncos look like they're going to bring a blitz here. We'll see if they back off when they snap the ball. But right now, it looks like they're going to blitz. Here it comes. Full house. Get rid of it, Joe. Oh, you got to get there.
Almost intercepted.
I don't know how he didn't catch that.
The Broncos' hands today just have not been there. It's like...
I know it's a wet ball. It's a wet surface, all that stuff. But goodness. But now here's an opportunity for the Broncos to get the ball back and march down the field, get a touchdown. A touchdown changes the complexion of this game.
It hit his shoulder.
That's Bradley Roby. Roby is a guy that they thought was going to be like the next part of the no-fly zone, and he has not lived up to it at all.
Right. He's not doing bad. He's just not doing great.
But now you got great field position. You're at the minus 45. You got a chance to go down. Case Keenum, if you can't take him 55 yards and score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
His longest pass today is 117 yards. I just don't know how we're going to really develop an offense around him at this point.
Yeah, I know Baltimore has a good defense, too, and that makes it tough. But you're being paid like an NFL quarterback. It's time to be an NFL quarterback.
Exactly.
There's no Pat Mahomes over there with a 35-24 lead in the fourth quarter.
Right. And what, 3 touchdowns? 4 touchdowns?
In the first half.
It's ridiculous.
Though he doesn't have any in the second half. They're hurting his stats.
Let's get to some comments here. Oh, my uncle's watching. He said, Bean Bean? That's my nickname, my family's nickname. It's not racist at all. Hi, Joe Jesse.
Is it a little bit?
A little bit. But I thought my middle name was Bean Bean when I was a baby because they call me a little beaner. So I was like, oh, my name's Jena Bean Bean. But
I'm just not going to say anything.
I was blonde and blue-eyed, so no one really believed that I was Mexican.
I think if I said that right now, that would be racist. Is half your family like white or something? Or?
Yeah, my mom's half is from Detroit and Irish heritage, and then my dad is from Mexico. So I got half and half. It
was the Detroit half that called you a little bean.
Yes, technically. But
that's rough.
Chris said, "Órale" to your Spanish.
I don't know what that means.
It means like right on. Lots of Latinos in Denver. That's right, Kale. we're repping out here. Let's see. I bet there's a lot of great Hispanic restaurants there too. Totally. Kale, I've been telling you, just come to one of our remotes from Canada, and we'll show you a good time. We'll take you to all the good food. I remember 85. I'm old. Kale remembers the 85 World Series.
It was against the St. Louis Cardinals, which was terrific. And the St. Louis Cardinals are who the Rockies are currently chasing for that second wildcard spot.
Kale, how do you know I watch Sons of Anarchy? I don't understand how you know that. I haven't got to watch the Mayans yet. I work a little bit too much.
Sons of Anarchy is not that good.
What?
It's like real average.
What? He's hating on Sons of Anarchy right now.
It's not that good. It's like these like faux tough guy biker gangs. Like you're trying way
That's not your style, so what's your show? The Office?
No, I hate The Office. The Office is terrible.
That's surprising, because almost like 99% of, white people.
99% of white people have bad taste.
Okay, so what's your show? Tell us your show.
Look at 99% of white people wearing flip-flops and cargo shorts and...
In California?
Here, everywhere, dressing terribly.
There's one right there. Okay, I was trying to see if I would catch one just in the time we were talking about it. He's not white, though. I didn't know until he walked all the way past, but he was not white. Cargo shorts and flip-flops. There you go.
I mean, the polos, the white uniform.
Okay, so what's your
basic.
show? Great show. Look, Kayla's calling you out. It's a great show.
It's not. I really like Game of Thrones. I feel like that's pretty white, though. I feel like that's pretty basic. I really like Archer. I really like The Americans.
Archer. You're naming all of those shows I've never seen.
I mean, do you have a Netflix account?
I do.
Actually, I think Archer's on Hulu.
I've tried to watch Archer. I just can't.
It's witty. It's clever, whereas The Office is not witty or clever.
It's like... It is witty and clever in its own nasty way.
Yeah, and The Office's problem is, like, I hate people who have to act dumb to try to make people laugh. Like, that drives me insane.
You think Steve Carell acts dumb to make people laugh?
I think every character of that show just acts dumb.
Jim does not act dumb.
He's pretty dumb, though.
No, he is not.
He left What's-Her-Face for Karen or something like that.
He did not.
That's
he left Karen for Pam.
But first, wasn't he with Pam?
No, he wasn't. Pam. Yeah, you need to watch The Office. If you watch The Office, I will watch one of those shows you mentioned.
How have you not watched Game of Thrones?
Because it's all fantasy, and like I live in reality.
That's the thing is like I don't really like those fantasy shows either, but this one's just so good.
Really?
Kale's upset with me for not seeing Sons of Anarchy. I'm sorry, man.
Kale.
I tried to watch it. I tried to watch the first season. It's kind of like Breaking Bad. Tried to watch the first season of that, and it was terrible too.
This guy also likes soccer, so.
You like soccer?
I mean, of all the sports, it's my least favorite.
You like baseball more than soccer?
I like baseball more than football. I like baseball more than anything.
Baseball's boring. I played baseball growing up.
Oh, we got a first down. Here we go.
I've been to games 6 and 7 of a World Series. I've been to multiple World Series.
That's pretty amazing.
I've seen my team win a World Series. Baseball's hard.
It's not. I don't know. I just love the game. I love it a lot.
In the fourth inning, baseball's hard to take.
What? The fourth inning?
When you're sitting there in the fourth inning of a game and it's like 0-0.
Fourth inning, you're just getting your Rocky Dog and you're getting your second beer.
No, you can't do that. That's another thing. You can't afford to go to Rockies games and pay for all that. That's just too expensive.
What? You can get a $3 Rockies ticket. Rock pile. Wow. Are you seeing that run?
How much is the beer? Huh?
Did you just see that Dolphins touchdown? Holy crap. He just broke like 3 tackles. Dolphins player broke 3 tackles.
The Dolphins are good. I don't know why people are so surprised by the Dolphins.
Because they're seeking their first 3-0 start since 2013.
Ryan Tannehill, the truth.
The truth. What was AI's nickname? The answer? Who's the truth? Basketball or baseball?
Gonna need some help there from the chat. Didn't grow up on the NBA either.
What? Oh gosh,
Kansas City. We have college football, we have NFL, we have Major League Baseball.
So life's pretty terrible out there?
No, life's great. It's a charming little community. It's my little cow town.
Charming little community.
Kansas City's wonderful.
It's like a big city, isn't it?
Yeah. It's only, well, I mean, it's like about 2/3 the size of Denver, but it doesn't have an NHL team or an NBA team. Oh,
That's
Case
too bad.
Keenum going deep.
Courtland Cortland Sutton better catching the ball. Even bigger deal. This is his first catch in like 2 games.
Well, he's a rookie. Give him time to adjust. The NFL's hard. He pushed, though. He pushed off. That was pretty good OPI.
Cortland Sutton has a brand new puppy. Check him out on Instagram. The puppy, I mean.
See, I don't follow like athletes on Instagram and stuff. Like I try to give them that. I try to give them that time away from being a superstar.
Their social media?
Yeah, like they should just
Just because you're like the only person who does that.
Yeah,
everybody else, and it's because you get to live with them, live life kind of.
Right, and I travel.
So,
I spend a lot of time with them and stuff, but.
So you give them that space.
Yeah, they're human beings. They need that time away from fans.
No one else gives them that time away from
No one gives them that time. That's holding.
Oh, gosh.
That's holding.
Ah, crap.
Garrett Bowles is terrible. Garrett Bowles is trash.
Like this video if Garrett Bowles should be cut.
Yeah.
Like this video if Garrett Bowles should be cut.
Travis Kelce has 8 catches for 114 yards. Not bad.
Another holding. Wow.
I mean, that was pretty obvious.
It was.
That was pretty obvious.
The other one was obvious. And the other one was more costly to them because they actually had gain yards on that.
10 penalties for 100 yards.
27-14, Baltimore, 4th quarter, 9 minutes left. I mean, there's plenty of time.
You have to score here, though.
Yeah, you absolutely do.
I feel like a terrible back-breaking interception is coming.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. You felt it, and it happened. Oh, my God. Is that a pick 6?
Yeah.
Holy.
Oh, there's a flag, though. There's a flag, though.
It's holding on Garrett Bowles.
It's going to be holding on Garrett Bowles.
Wow. I'm going to cut this clip for you so that you can post it on your social media. I called that interception.
I mean, it happened right as I feel
literally
like
made sense. That was like God intervening. Or some, whatever you believe in, intervene. Higher power.
Pretty good at gambling, too. Blocking the back. That helps. That helps.
Blocking the back on Baltimore.
Blocking the back on the return, so the pick 6 goes for naught.
Wow.
We got new comments.
Doesn't that suck? When you've done all that work. 13 new comments here. Let's see. Great show.
Wait, I'm going the wrong way.
Yeah, you gotta go this way.
Whose computer is this?
This is TJ's. Let's see. Kale's all in and coming. Oh, no, you're right. Mine's is so good. It's the best show ever. Ozark is great. Do you watch Ozark?
No, because my family's from the Ozarks, and
Is it offensive?
I feel like I wouldn't like it at all. Like, I judge it too much, and I'd be like, it's not really like that down there.
Yeah.
That's not how it is.
That's what I feel about all shows with Latinos in it. I'm like they're stereotyping Latinos.
Right,
and I'm like,
right.
My white family does that stuff, not my Latino family.
Right.
So I'm always like upset about it. Let's see. Jim Halpert's new show, Jack Ryan, on Amazon is good.
I've heard that's good.
I have heard that's good. I haven't seen it yet. I hope the Raiders lose. All right, Brian. My dad wants the Raiders to win. Soccer versus hockey. Soccer cry that they're hurt because they trip over their teammate versus hockey, take a frozen puck in the mouth, and get mad because they missed a shift to get 12.
I mean, yeah, I get that. Soccer players definitely flop and roll around, but, I mean, it happens in every sport.
What's Patrick Mahomes doing?
They kicked a field goal, I think.
Well, I'm going to give you a chance to chat with TJ since you guys are old-time Kansas City friends, amigos. You should give him a really hard time about Mahomes. I mean, because he just does not want to admit he's wrong.
I mean, is he wrong yet? What was your prediction about Pat Mahomes?
I thought he'd be fantastic. He's so athletic. I think that he is proving them wrong. Come over here, TJ. You can take my spot.
Bring my drink, TJ. There you go. Thank you.
Kansas City boy enjoying a Corona.
I wanted to fit in with you.
I can dig. We're tight. You don't like all the flip-flops and cargo shorts.
Birkenstocks, not my thing.
Yeah, that is a person
The
thing.
Hawaiian shirts.
In general, we don't want to categorize people.
Fishing shirts, not my thing, you know.
What's a fishing shirt? Oh, the Hawaiian shirt.
No, like the fishing shirts that frat dudes wear. And like boat shoes, not a fan.
Oh, what about like a button-up with like flamingos on it? Would you wear that?
I mean, if it was tasteful.
Is that Keenum right there? They're showing.
They took him off the screen.
Yeah.
Honestly, the pick six, or the pick six being taken off the board just means that Baltimore gets to run out the clock.
Yeah.
I guess the game was over either way, but
I think Keenum was crying on the sideline.
the Broncos have to get a 3-and-out here.
Wow.
Was that the block in the back? That's a poor call.
The initial one?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's poor.
All right.
All right, hand me over.
I'm going to hand over the reins.
This game's about to be over if the Broncos don't get a 3-and-out.
What's that?
This game's about to be over if the Broncos don't get a 3-and-out.
I agree.
Although, 3rd and 13, they have a good chance of doing so.
Jena's so quiet. See, you have a broadcaster voice, so you speak loudly.
Yeah, with my words.
With your words. Okay, all right, so the Chiefs are up 38-24 right now on
Stop
the
rubbing
Niners.
it in, man. The Broncos fans, the Broncos are losing. You don't need to talk about the Chiefs right now. You don't need to talk about Pat Mahomes.
I think they're going to blow that lead. I really do. I think they're going to lose.
There's still a lot of time left.
I think they're going to lose.
There's a lot of time left.
All right, so what the fuck? Me and Patrick from Oskar Blues have been watching this game over there, and we were doing play-by-play for ourselves.
Oh, that's good. Wait, Jena.
You guys are over here.
What did I say right before they threw the pick?
He said he expected a big interception.
Big interception?
In the middle of the word interception, he created interception.
Yeah,
right in the middle of the word interception.
I spoke it into existence.
I have been a little surprised that they weren't being more aggressive with the passing game, and now
I understand why. It's because Case Keenum can't throw the ball downfield.
people were acting as though Case Keenum was the answer, and that he was significantly better than Trevor Siemian, and that everything that he was doing was better in every single way. And I'm not saying that Case Keenum can't be a good quarterback. I'm just saying that he can't be a good quarterback by himself.
Right. As you think of last year, what Case Keenum was doing well was he had a top 5 defense behind him, and the Broncos' defense this year so far has not been top 5.
Right.
And it's the little things that the Broncos aren't doing well, like winning field position battle, penalties, sloppy. They have 11 penalties for 105 yards today. That's not going to cut it. That puts a mediocre quarterback behind the sticks.
Yeah.
And then you take in the fact that, I mean, how many drops do they have today? 6 or 7?
Yeah, it's
That's
quite a
not
few.
That's not helpful.
Quite a few.
You can't take mediocre and then make everything around him mediocre as well.
Yeah.
You have to surround mediocre with great.
Kale says Denver is shooting themselves in the foot against again, so it's Xbox time now. Lara Croft is more interesting than this game right now. LOL.
Not wrong.
Look, I was really, really surprised that Keenum didn't seem to be more in control than he was. But now it looks like Musgrave, the offense that they designed was a lot of screens, which I thought that the Ravens sniffed out right from the get-go.
Right.
And so that wasn't going to work. And then they tried to start doing this stuff, working the flats, and that worked for a little while. And then they tried to start throwing it to their, to the receivers in the middle of the field. And in the middle of the field has been almost devoid of action for the Broncos.
Well, you don't have a pass catching tight end.
Right, and well, that's the problem is that Hireman is supposed to be that guy, and Hireman hasn't been that good this game. He's been kind of non-existent. Jake Butt got a little bit involved last week, but has not been a part of the game plan this week.
I'd like to see them run a few more crossing patterns in man-to-man. Like, just set that pick.
Yes.
Take the risk. Set that pick. Try to get Emmanuel Sanders open with nobody around him and let him run.
Yeah.
And they're not doing that. Every time Emmanuel Sanders gets the ball, he either drops it or there's somebody draped all over him right away
Yeah.
as he's catching the ball.
Guys, give us your comments. Let us know what you think about the game, and we will read those comments on the air here on the Phantom Facebook feed. Been looking around at some of the other feeds that we got going on right now, and let's take a look at what Periscope's got going on. We'll take a look at that. Twitch as well. We got some people watching on Twitch, so we'll try to take a look at what you guys have
You got
there.
an Xbox? You need to start playing PUBG on your Twitch.
What's PUBG?
It's like Fortnite, but a little more realistic.
It's a more realistic Fortnite.
Like Fortnite's kind of like cartoony-ish
Okay.
in the game design.
All right.
PUBG, like it's like realistic, like human beings and guns and stuff.
All right, let's see here. Let's see. I'm just taking a look at all of my mentions right now on Twitter,
That's a dangerous place.
and I haven't said anything on Twitter about anything.
You
And
should probably mention that Pat Mahomes hasn't thrown a touchdown in the last 20-plus minutes of game time.
I'm not going to mention anything about Pat Mahomes on Twitter ever again. And you know what? Here's the thing. I would have, if I had never been attacked, if I had never been accosted by all of these awful people who live in Kansas City, I would have admitted that I was wrong in a very minor assessment of Patrick Mahomes before he ever played a game. I would have admitted I was wrong about that assessment. Week 1 would have been the first quarter into the first game. But at this point, since I had been attacked and so ruthlessly misrepresented on the internet as to what my Patrick Mahomes opinion is, I'm saying Kansas City can fuck right off. Just stay away from me. You don't deserve me to admit anything, and so I'm not going to give you the satisfaction. That's my take.
That's fair.
It's my take.
They've been a little brutal to you.
It's been really mean. It's been really mean, and
Hey, the Vikings scored.
hey, good for them. Good for the Vikings. Is that the most bizarre score of the day?
Be. I mean, they were 17-point underdogs, and it's in Minnesota.
The Bills were up 27-0 at one point.
This kind of makes me worried as a Pats fan. Like, oh my God, what are the Bills going to do? I can't. Nah, just kidding. I'm not worried at all about the Bills.
Here's what made me mad last week was that the Jags beat the Patriots, and then they showed Tom Brady on the sideline getting all pissed off about stuff. And I'm like, well, thanks a lot, Jacksonville. Thanks for motivating Tom Brady to care about this sport for another 5 years.
Did you see? Apparently, there were some sources or so coming out of Foxborough saying that Tom Brady wasn't in a good mood this week. He was irritable.
I heard that.
And pissed off about their performance.
Right.
And all the Lions fans were just like, thanks for nothing. Thanks a lot. Now he's going to turn Josh Gordon back into an all-pro.
That's right.
Gronk's going to have 3 touchdowns tonight.
Josh Gordon is going to be so good. He's going to be amazing. He's going to have 1,700 yards. He's going to look like Randy Moss. Remember, Randy Moss's career was dead. It was over.
He was done with it too. He was ready to leave after the Raiders.
Yes, he was done. And then he became a Patriot, and it was the best year of his career. And
broke the wide receiver touchdown record.
Yes, that's what's going to happen with Josh Gordon.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen with Josh
He's going to go from being not playing for 3 years to being the best receiver in the league.
And what's going to happen is because New England is so, like, their culture is just so different than everyone else. You know, some would say it's maniacal with how serious they take everything.
Yeah.
Bill Belichick's just going to lock him in a freezer
Second
on the
one,
weekends.
play action, Case Keenum rolling out to his right.
See, he needs to throw the ball by now.
And now he's just throwing
he
it up.
hangs onto it for so long.
He was just trying to throw the ball away there.
But he hangs onto the ball for so long.
He does. He really does. And that's one of the reasons why I think he throws picks, because he's indecisive about where he's going with the ball.
And part of that, I guess, you could attribute to the fact that he hasn't built up a repertoire or timing with these guys. But it's week 3. You've had all of training camp. You had all summer. You've had 2 games. At some point, like, the timing's got to be there. They need to run this one off the right tackle.
He's got enough of a rapport with Emmanuel Sanders that I think he would. There's a first down there.
First down.
On the handoff to Andy Janovich. They get a first down there. So
22 Janos.
22 Janos. By the way, I did think their special teams were a lot better
Yeah, you think the blocked punt and blocked field goal is better than what they were doing last year? There's a take.
And the fumbles.
Than Isaiah McKenzie returning punts and Brandon McManus missing every other kick. Yeah.
Deshaun Hamilton was in to return punts today for the Broncos. We haven't seen a ton of him, but in for Pac-Man Jones, who
Hands to the face.
There's the flag for the hands to the face, illegal hands to the face.
Dude,
Keenum once
throw
again
the
holding the
ball.
ball
Good
way
God.
too long and finally throwing it
It's
away.
okay. They're going to get a first down here from the hands to the face. It's on Baltimore. If this penalty isn't on Baltimore, I'm going to be...
Holding offense. Garrett Bowles? Who was it?
No. I think it was the left guard.
Oh, Connor McGovern.
No. Not Mizzou. Look at this. Look at this hands to the face, though, from Williams. Look at that. Oh, I guess he didn't.
It was a little bit low.
It was underneath the throat.
He had a forearm to the throat. That's what that was.
Oh, Vance, what are you going to do, buddy?
Jose
That's
is saying
12.
K's starting to look like Trevor. Do you agree that he looks like Trevor Simeon?
No, Case Keenum still looks like a cool person. Trevor Simeon looks like a dork. I don't think they look that similar.
In 5 minutes and 23 seconds, can Case Keenum score 2 touchdowns from here?
Why? No, you just need to, because it's 1st and 20, here's what you do. And I know the field's sloppy, but you either believe in McManus or you don't.
You kick a field goal if they don't get a first down here?
Shoot, no, you don't. I thought they were down 10. They're not.
They're down 13.
Yeah,
I
down
think they got to go
13.
for the
You gotta
touchdown.
get a touchdown. Yeah, score. I was thinking if you're down 10, you take the 3 points.
Right. I was doing the scoring time math in my head last night for the Oregon-Stanford game, and I'm like, oh, okay, 3 minutes to go. They're going to kick this ball away. And they absolutely did. But in the NFL, the time math is totally different.
Yeah, because of clock stoppages.
Because
yeah, both feet down.
Very nice
After
there.
First, also, how did Oregon blow that? Also, they got screwed by the video review not overturning it and making it a touchdown, and then the next play they fumble and Stanford scores.
Yeah.
Should have been 31-7 and should have been ball game. But here comes the blitz.
Keenum standing in there. That's a completion down to the 15-yard line. About the 14, perhaps. Demaryius Thomas is now coming off limping. That's not good.
That's not
Looks
good.
like a cramp. Is that a cramp or is that a knee? He was kind of grasping at his knee. Yeah, that's a knee. He's looking at his patella.
Probably just hit it really hard.
Yeah,
He's a
you
tough
hope.
guy.
Yeah, you hope.
He's a football player.
Football player. It's a good football player. Keenum
Last time
drops back, goes down to the middle of the field. This time to Devontae Booker, who fights forward almost to another first down.
This
so it's
is
gonna
where
be
you need a
second
tight
inches.
end.
Yeah, well, that flash pass was to Jake Butt, so I was thinking Jake Butt.
If they get another fourth quarter BS win, I'm going to lose my mind.
Why? Wouldn't you be happy about that?
No, I'm not a Broncos fan. I'm a football fan.
TJ freaking Carpenter?
That's not a thing.
That's not a thing.
That's not going to be a thing. Grand Valley State, they won a couple D2 national championships.
Good for Grand Valley State.
They also lost a couple to Northwest Missouri State.
Is that you big Northwest Missouri State?
Yeah, my dad and grandma went there. And when they played the national title at Sporting's Stadium in Kansas City.
Yeah.
I once went to back-to-back football games on a Saturday night, Northwest Missouri State, 6 inches of snow during the game. And then I went to Chiefs-Titans when it was 1 degree the next day.
They're showing Flacco on the sideline.
Doing nothing but collecting checks.
He's looked really good today, actually. I felt like Joe Flacco looked good today.
I mean, he does that, though, like every other week.
Keenum from the 5, and they give this one to,
I don't understand
Royce
that.
Freeman.
You don't have the clock to run the ball.
It's 3:55 to go in the game. You're down 13, and it's 3rd and 1 now.
This is what happens when you don't have a tight end that you can throw the ball to in the red zone.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, is that Philly?
That is the Philly fans. Yes, they just sacked Andrew Luck. So upset. Oh, there goes Royce Freeman
What
again,
are they
and he
doing?
gets stuffed at the line trying to run the ball again. They don't make it, and it is 4th down. I can't believe.
Is there a tarmac where they can leave Musgrave? He needs to be Lane Kiffin.
This is what happened to Mike McCoy last year. Is they started the season off hot, and everybody was like, "Yeah, this offense is gonna work."
Yeah.
He started off like 4-1, and then lost 11 consecutive games.
49ers are threatening to score too, I think. Or maybe they just did.
The Niners just did score.
Jimmy Jesus. Wait, number 3, that's not Jimmy, is it?
Jimmy Jesus.
Is number 10. Who's number 3?
Number 3 would be their backup. That would be
Is that Bethard? The Iowa
Bethard.
quarterback?
Yeah, that's Bethard. Bethard.
Rhymes with another word.
Hoisted on your own petard.
That's not the word I was thinking. 13 penalties, 120 yards. Oh, they have to settle for the field goal.
Oh, they're going to
They didn't
settle for
score.
the field goal. And they get it. And it is now 38-27
And it's now
for the
4th and
Chiefs.
6 for the Broncos.
4th and 6. They got to, I mean, they got to go for it. They have to. There's no time.
Here's where you run that rub on the top of the screen.
I want them to run the ball again with Devontae Booker.
I want a quarterback
Case
draw
Keenum's going to run this ball.
with
That's
the
my
blitz
prediction.
right up the A-gap.
Case Keenum. Let's see here. Oh, and he tries to throw it to Butt. And it is incomplete. No flag. That is game, basically. 2:57 to go in this game. Broncos get stopped on 4th and 6.
So was the play call a back shoulder fade to Butt?
I'm just very surprised that they decided to run the ball twice there.
Was this a back shoulder fade? Also, I'm glad they didn't call pass interference because that would have been rewarding a bad pass, and that's my least favorite pass interference.
That was
call.
well, he's looking for the pass interference.
Not going to get it, buddy. You underthrew him. You underthrew him by 3 yards.
That was an uncatchable pass.
I mean, it pretty much
call
was.
Alex Collins here
Stay in bounds.
Yeah, he stayed in bounds, and so they're going to keep that clock rolling. It's going to be 2nd and 1. No, they stopped the clock.
Well, they can get the ball back before the 2-minute warning. They have all 3
Oh, no,
timeouts.
the Broncos have used their second timeout to stop the clock, so it is 2nd and 1. Broncos have 1 timeout.
Jacksonville lost to Tennessee 9-6. Popping Bortles.
Kale just said game over. I think a lot of people are feeling like that this is game over now.
Kale's right.
Terrell Suggs still terrifies me to this day. Terrell Suggs is still one of the most terrifying looking individuals I think I've ever seen. Alex Collins gets stuffed there, and so it's going to be 3rd and 1.
If the accusations about Ray Lewis had been made about Suggs, he would have never played in the NFL again because a judge would have just said, yeah, he did it. Lock him up.
Well, see, Ray Lewis wasn't that far into his career at that point.
No, he survived it. But he's a nice-looking guy. He's a nice guy.
Oh, you're saying, like, if he looked like Terrell Suggs, they're like, oh, that guy's definitely a criminal. Yeah, he does kind of have a criminal face. And that's not, like, Ray Lewis doesn't have a criminal face.
No, Ray Lewis is a nice-looking guy.
Terrell Suggs looks like he will murder you.
He's just always scowling.
He always has the scowl. It's the scowl, man. It is that big chinned scowl. He looks like he absolutely could have been Al Capone. He's got an Al Capone face.
It's a black Al Capone.
He is a black Al Capone, or he looks like a black Al Capone. All right, 27-14, 3rd and 1. Joe Flacco just hands the ball. Nope, Flacco on the naked boot, and he's going to get the first down.
Looks like Peyton Manning out there.
Oh, my God. How did they get outrun by Joe Flacco? How?
He's a professional athlete, too.
He's a professional athlete. He's a professional athlete from the waist up.
Yeah. He's got a cannon of an arm.
Oh, look at that. He got Darian Stewart couldn't catch him.
Is that Chubb out of position?
Yeah.
That's
Chubb overextended. Did you see the fist bump from Joe Flacco? He's like, "Wow, I got the first down." Oh, they're already hugging each other on the Ravens sideline.
Well, Broncos are out of timeouts.
Yeah, it's over with. 2 minute warning. 2 minute warning here, guys. Broncos are going to lose.
Vance Joseph on the hot seat.
I don't think so. I don't think Vance Joseph is on the hot seat yet. But if they,
what's the record? 2-6. I mean, 2-5, 3-6, 4-4.
When he gets on the hot seat,
Yeah. When does his
I
job in
think
jeopardy?
once their record drops below 500, so if they lose their next 2 games after this one and they're 2-3, that's when he gets on the hot seat. Because he can't afford to have a losing record next to his name this season.
Well,
he just can't.
They have the Chiefs next, right?
Yeah.
Pat Mahomes is going to be 28-0 at halftime.
Pat Mahomes is going to do obscene things.
They're not going to be able to show it on television.
We're going to have to move this to Cinemax.
Yeah, you need HBO.
You're going to need to watch.
It's going to be like Army, Oklahoma was
Why-
pay-per-view last night.
Why is the Broncos-Chiefs game on pay-per-view? Why do I have to pay to watch this? Oh, because it's rated NC-17. It's going to be really bad.
It's going to be bad.
It's going to be really, really bad because they can't move the ball.
They can't move the ball. The Chiefs' defense is bad, which might give the Broncos a chance to hang on for a little bit or make a comeback, do something like that. But I've seen nothing from Case Keenum in 3 games to make me think that he can do that.
Speaking of Army OU, that's what they should do. They should do the Army thing. The only chance they have is to make sure that the Chiefs only run like 30 plays in the game.
So you think the Broncos in the next 8 days should learn the triple option?
Yes, I would rather see them run the triple option.
mean, they have the fullback for it.
Just put Janovich in at quarterback.
You don't
I
have
don't care.
you don't have the quarterback for it though.
I would put Phillip Lindsay in at quarterback and just run the triple option with
Booker
Jano,
and
Jano and Royce Freeman. Just that's all they can do. There's nothing else that they can do.
Oh, go Ravens!
You're out. You're out. Okay, all right, yeah. Patrick from Oskar Blues is going to go play wiffle ball. Thank you very much. Patrick interviewed Broncotron. Is that what we're calling him? Or Robo Mike? Very good halftime entertainment. Thank you. All right, Patrick, you'll get to see in the flesh. You'll get to see Patrick wear nothing but a Speedo and some bronzer if the Rockies don't make the postseason. If they do make the postseason, I have to show my legs on camera.
I
In a
said
Speedo.
If,
In a Speedo.
If the Broncos won the division with a negative run differential, I would shotgun a 6-pack of Coors.
My wife is looking at me right now like, what have you gotten yourself into?
She knows what your legs look like.
She does. She knows what my legs look like better than anybody else on the planet.
Garbage is what they look like.
So, yeah. She's like, there's a lot of stuff down there
You ever
just
seen a
don't want to
chicken?
show. I'm what? I need to manscape. It is, yeah. There's some manscaping that needs to be done down there before I don a Speedo. Oh, okay, all right, game over. They're in the victory formation, guys. Broncos lose this game to the Baltimore Ravens 27-14. My NFL picks did not do well this week. Well, my college picks didn't do very well
My
either.
college picks kicked ass yesterday.
I was 6-1 last week with my college picks, and then this week I think I was 3-3. I think I was 3-3.
I think I was 6-2 yesterday, but I put money on more games than I wrote about for Mile High Sports. I do a weekly picks column now.
Check out milehighsports.com. Connor Kate picks some college games.
I'm actually good at it too.
There are college fans here in Denver.
No, they're not. No,
But they're not from Denver. They're just in Denver.
just transplants.
You
right?
don't hear about them.
There's
because,
no Buffs or Rams fans. They're not real.
Yeah, no. Yeah, Rams fans. But Rams fans are up in Fort Collins. They're not in Denver. At least they don't show their stuff. I have seen more Razorback license plate decals than I've seen Colorado State. And I've seen more Kansas Jayhawk decals than I've seen Colorado
But that's
license
'cause
plates and stuff on cars around here.
so
It's
many
crazy.
people go to CU from out of state. Like more than 50% of the student population is from out of state.
Yeah.
And they all go back to California, New York, Florida.
Sure. All right, so Broncos lose 27-14 is the final.
Didn't even cover the spread.
Did not cover the spread, not even close.
It's one thing to lose. It's another thing to get blown out.
That is true. Let's see. We got the Chiefs and the 49ers. Chiefs lead by 11.
Looks like
But
they're going to hang on.
Looks like the Niners have the ball. Yeah, absolutely, man. Thank you very much for coming in. There's a fan right there. Enjoyed a free appetizer on Phantom. If you show people here at Henry's your free appetizer coupon that you can get on Watch Phantom, you get free appetizers. You can get free chicken tenders, free cheese curds, free cheese fries, free wings. You can get all free sushi. There's a lot of
free. It's a good deal.
free. It's free. Free is the best price. The what?
Yeah, we need to get this TV turned over to the Saints. You gonna go ask somebody with a remote to turn this over to Saints something? Saints Falcons?
No is saying disappointed in my Broncos.
You're gonna feel that way a lot this year. Get used to it.
Dominique says criminal face, LOL. He does have a criminal face. I'm not saying he's a criminal. In fact, I think Terrell Suggs is the opposite. He seems like he's a really nice guy.
He's never gotten in trouble off the field. So.
No, he's never had a single incident. I'm just saying his face.
Yeah, his face looks
He's got
mean.
a criminal face.
Looks like a bully.
A lot of guys don't have criminal face. Antonio Brown has a very pleasant face. If you just look at Antonio Brown, you're like, that's a nice guy.
He's always smiling.
Okay. All right, my wife is letting me know she's going to shop for a little while. So,
on 16th Street Mall, all right? Nothing up here?
What's that?
On 16th Street Mall?
She likes going to Forever 21, which is just right around the corner here at the Pavilion on the 16th Street Mall. And she actually bought me a shirt from Forever 21 once.
Wow,
that's a really nice shirt.
What marriage is like, huh?
Yes, that's where my clothes come from now.
That's incredible.
My clothes come from my wife, who buys them for me. She just shopped because she's like, you need to buy new.
I told
this,
her,
that, or the
I
other
told
thing.
her earlier that your fashion was shit, and she laughed and agreed. She like smiled and nodded because you were wearing sweatpants to something that you shouldn't have been wearing sweatpants to. Which I mean, could have been anything. Could have been your job. Could have been a wedding.
Basically right. Yeah, that's right.
Could have been a court date. Who knows?
I wanted to wear sweatpants to my wedding, but she said no. So
you probably got like a JCPenney tux.
Right. All right, everybody. That's going to do it for our broadcast. Make sure to check out Orange Weekly for your post-game coverage. Kevin Dandino is on there, so go check out Orange Weekly for your post-game coverage. Want to thank Jena for showing up eventually. Want to thank Connor for coming on and doing a great job of all the. What's that?
Don't forget
Robo Mike. It was our halftime entertainment. Thank you very much, Robo Mike, for coming on the show. That was great. Also enjoyed Patrick. Want to thank Patrick from Oskar Blues for coming on. You can get Oskar Blues beers here at Henry's Tavern by just order a Dale's Pale Ale. It's one of the most popular beers they have. The #1 selling beer at Coors Field. And Coors does not make Dale's Pale Ale. Oskar Blues does. Oskar Blues has a shop right down the street from here, Market Street. Go down there. They just opened up their new patio, so check that out as well. But everybody down here is it's all kind of one big family. It's a big kind of communal place to enjoy sports in Denver.
We're all friends here.
There's so many places to watch sports, to pregame for a game, either at Pepsi Center or at Coors Field or at Mile High Stadium. Regardless, it's so close to all of those venues. So you can come in for the next home game, pregame here at Henry's Tavern, then come back, take a bus back here to Henry's Tavern, do a little postgame work, enjoy your whole Sunday here at Henry's 16th Street Tavern. Do not forget to download that free appetizer coupon and use it next time you're here at Henry's. Connor, thank you very much, sir.
Thanks for having me.
Play-by-play voice for the Colorado Rapids, so check his stuff out on Altitude. And then, of course, also, what's the for Altitude? 950?
We just moved to FM, 92.5.
92.5
so you can hear Major
FM.
League Soccer on FM. Pretty dope.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, the Rapids aren't great this year.
Rapids are not so great. We've had a tough year, but
they're working on it.
Yeah, we're getting better.
New manager.
Things have actually looked better in the past couple months or so compared to the first couple months of the season. You can see the building blocks for the future.
I feel really bad because Tim Howard he's my favorite U.S. national team player of all time, and it's been kind of rough. It's been a rough go of him last couple of years.
Yeah, it's been tough. Made the playoffs in 2016. Got to the conference finals. That was good. But
That was good.
He's still Tim Howard. He's still a great dude.
He's still Tim Howard.
He had
That's
8 saves last night. You still get to watch him do incredible things with his body that other people can't do.
Are you and Tim? Are you guys tight?
We're actually we're friends. Yeah.
You guys are friends?
He knows my name.
You should
Pretty
have him
great.
come out here at some point.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to spend his Sundays with us.
He does not want to spend his Sundays at a bar with a bunch of Broncos fans?
We got home this morning. From Columbus, and I'm pretty sure he just wants to go home and chill.
He just wanted to go home and sleep.
Yeah, Everton lost to Arsenal today, so he's not happy about that.
I know
either.
how much you like Columbus.
Yeah, I was ready to get out. Everything closed at 10 o'clock out there.
I'm surprised that people were still sober. Were sober enough to go to a soccer game in Columbus because the Browns win. I figured that the whole state of Ohio would just take a long weekend after
And
the Thursday
the
night
Bucks
football
played
win.
yesterday against Tulane.